those of you that would like to participate over there, it is open for business. We didn't need to do a quick mute check real quick. Here we go. Can you, talking to you, hear me right now? Or am I muted? Let's see. Let's see. Am I muted? Okay, I'm muted. Good. Okay. We need to get some people in the live over on the tubes. I don't know that there's no peoples over yonder, though. There's one. As soon as we get a couple of people over there, we'll do a mute check over there, and then we'll dead air. And then we'll start. Okay, what's up? What's up, Brit Brat? Dippy Vicker. Chelsea, what's up? Pookie Bear. Pookie Bear. That's fun. Oh, look at me. Live league basketball thingy. I don't know what it is. I'm just angry, so you're safe for me. What are you angry about, Melissa? Who done peed in your Wheaties? Okay, there's enough people over in the tubes real quick. Brilliant. Let's get on about it then and see what the hell we can do. Give me just a second. That's not spam. Particularly, I don't want ones from yesterday. If you have those from today, do go on and forward them. Oh, that's from Thursday. That definitely will not work. I received this. This is those of you on the tubes. Let's see if I can show this without showing too much. Yeah, I think there. I'm going to do that so that it doesn't show anything. Does it show your name or phone number or anything like that? No. No further warning. Telephone calls, election penalties, and but okay. I'm going to show this over on the YouTube. So if you guys want to see this, this would be a good time to go over there and look. This is something I'm seeing a little more frequently than I used to. And it is people sending these letters out, and they have a QR code in them. All right. Now, if you look at this, it looks all super official, state of Ohio, yada, yada, yada. It's over on the tubes right now. If you want to see it, you can. What? What happened? Did I miss something? What up, J-Man? This looks super official, and it's basically saying your traffic violation account has been officially declared delinquent and in default by order of the Ohio court. Statutory compliance deadlines have expired in full. No extensions, no grace periods, no exceptions will be granted under Ohio law. Pursuant to Ohio statutory law, yada, 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 legalese, gibbity, gibbity. It's nonsense. And then it has a QR code. If you scan that QR code, there's a solid chance that it's going to download something boogity onto your computer and give them access to your I said computer, I meant phone. It's going to give them access to your phone. Do not do it. Ghostface Studio serving me over the phone. Yeah, exactly. No one's going to call you to tell you that they're going to serve you. So anything I've talked before about the QR code thing. Be very, very cautious of any QR codes. There's what they call the brushing scam, where you get something in the mail, and if you get something in the mail and it's like, hey, this is your gift. Did you not order this? Scan this QR code and so on. It looks like it's from Amazon. It's a scam, and when you scan the QR code, it downloads something like AnyDesk or something onto your phone, and then they have access to your phone. Do not do it. They can completely take over. They'll get your socials, they'll get your emails, they'll get your contact list, bank accounts, anything that you have saved on your phone, they would then theoretically have access to. So be super, super careful with these QR codes. All right, let me kill this share here. And all right, we're back. Let me move this over just a little bit so it's not quite so into the screen. Like so. Let me move this so I can see what it looks like. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, you got one of those in Ohio? Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty clever. I mean, I got to give it to him. Now I can't call that because there's no phone number. That's what I was looking for to see if there was a phone number. Okay, this is from yesterday. But well, it was sent yesterday, but it has today's date on it. Let's give it a call and see what happens. It may not work. This is one of the weird format ones. Tony sent this to me. I appreciate you. Let's see what happens. This is why I don't do it on Saturdays. There's not that many emails to call. The bank or the scammers know that the banks are closed and that people are out doing other things. So they're less likely to be in front of their computers, which makes them far less likely to, be able to steal anything. Okay, so that one didn't work. Let's just kill that. Yes, someone just sent this to me just now. Let me see who it was. Amanda. I don't want to last initial S. And it's basically greetings, so and so. Your Avast all-in-one has been renewed. Blah blah blah. It's the same basic thing that we're dealing with every day. So yes, this is not a new kind of scam. This is the same basic scam. What they have started doing is
the subscriber you have done.
Yeah, this one's because it's so old. That one's from Wednesday. They don't work more than 24 hours typically. All right, here we go. This one is from yesterday. We'll try it. People will say, why don't you call the ones from yesterday or last week? This is why, because they don't work, generally speaking. We're going to try both of the numbers in this one.
The number you dialed is not in.
What they do is they turn these numbers off at the end of the day. And so these emails are no longer working.
End destination cannot be reached.
They've turned them off. And that was from yesterday. So let's try another one. My mother, 61, she got a call today at work, made her have a really bad anxiety attack. She had to leave work and was a nervous wreck until she realized this call she got was a scam. The man who called her was an older white male who gave his badge number, etc. Tried to convince my mom that she needed to pay a bond of $5,000 or she would be arrested today. She said she was supposed to show up in court, etc., and had her on the phone for hours. She almost fell for it and was even at the bank when my dad found her. Anyway, you can help with this one. Okay. I've got the number here and I'm going to call it in a second, but let me talk about this for a couple of points. Number one, people say they're always in India. No, they're not. A lot of them are right here in the States. Even a lot of the Indian, Pakistani, etc. people, the foreign entities that we talk to, they're here. They're in the States. There's a lot of them in Florida, a lot of them in Texas, and a lot of them in California. A lot of them in New York too. So don't think for a second that just because you hear that voice that they have to be whatever. This one I'm talking about because she said it was a white male, sounded like a white male. So let's see. Georgia is a lot of these law ones. What up, Trey? Greensboro, North Carolina. That's where this one's from. See, they're not going to answer. So, why don't you do the goals today? That's fine. This one is from yesterday. We'll try it, but we're going to run through 10 numbers and none of them are going to work. So this was all for naught, but we'll go back to playing music and answering questions and talking about scams and stuff.
You're not set up to use.
Yeah, these guys are just not sending out new stuff today. This one is from today. Nope. It was emailed to me today. Oh, look, it's an orange iPhone. Who would have guessed? So everybody go check your email and see if you've got one from today. If you got it this morning, text us, girl. Send it to me. Info@Ruck Fobocalls. Info@RuckFobocalls.com. Feeling any better? My knee, if that's what you're talking about, Bri. Yes, I feel a lot better. I talked about it early. Okay, and Brett has told me this one is answering the phone. Where is I don't know anything about this scam though. What is it? Tell me what the scam is. Otherwise, I don't know what to say when I Okay. Let's see here. Got this scam email the other day, February 26th. Yeah, we're not even gonna bother. Secure my data. Doesn't have a phone number. It's just a button to click. Can't do it. We've blocked your account. Same thing. Um, okay. Spam call I received today. This is from yesterday. Cell phone versus my account. I've attached the voicemail that was left. Shit, it won't let me just play it. It's going to make me download it, and I'm not going to do that. Let's call this number and just see what happens. This is from yesterday again, so it may not work. Nailed it. Bitcoin purchase. All right, let's try this one. This is another one. I really hope I didn't set all this shit up for nothing to make all these calls for literal nothing. If you've got some in your inbox from today, send them to me. If it's from yesterday, don't bother. Cross fingers.
You're trying to reach is unavailable.
Let me try that from a different phone. Just sometimes I'll get that message because they don't like this particular number. We'll see.
You are trying.
Yeah. Yeah. I need them from today. If they're not from today, don't bother. Everything else is that I've got so far is dated yesterday or further, and I need new. There's one. Hold on. Notice of class action settlement. Guys, I've said this a million times. This is Kimberly. I don't know if you're watching right now. I'm assuming you are. It's a class action settlement. All you have to do, if you get a thing that says notice of class action settlement, Google the lawsuit. It'll say so and so versus so and so, right? And they'll basically say that you were, impacted by it, whatever. They do contact these guys. They do or contact what they call potential class members and say you may or may not have been affected. If so, fill out a claim form. Do it. They're not going to ask you for socials. They're not going to ask you for stuff like that. They may ask you for payment information, whatever. But if you just Google the lawsuit that's mentioned, you're going to figure out that it is, in fact, a very real thing and that you can definitely, make a little money. Now, it's not going to be a ton of money. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of them that are like, $1.50, $2, $10, whatever, but it takes 3 minutes to fill the damn form out online. Some of them will be $150, $200. There's also a website that I would encourage everybody to go check out. It's called topclassactions.com. If you just Google that, top class actions, it will list all of the active class action lawsuits. And, most of them are going to be nominal, right? But you know what? Gas ain't getting no cheaper and food ain't getting no cheaper and everything else. So every little bit of free money, you might as well take it. Let's see. Yeah, info@ruckfobocalls.com that's the email. Okay, received this morning via text. We are hiring. I am a recruiter from Indeed. No, you're not. Let's call. Now they're not going to talk to me on the phone. They almost never do. They want you to text. It says text yes to. I'm going to call the number anyway. I'm guessing this is yours, another 80s child. See, they won't answer. A lot of that is because a lot of these originate in places where they don't speak great English and they have very thick accents, so they can't converse, let alone sell you on the notion that they actually work with Indeed or anything else.
Please leave your message for.
Now I'm going to call it again. The reason being, I'm going to see if we can trick them into. Anyone else enjoyed the smell of their own farts? No, probably just you, Jims. Hopefully, these guys will call back. Unlikely, but it's worth a shot. Okay. Britt, send me the 81. I just sent you is the 818 number for the Netflix one I sent yesterday. They called from a different number, and the number that I just gave you is the number they called from. Okay, let me see if I can find it again. All right. It's supposed to be Netflix. Okay. Let's see. Can I do ASMR? I could.
Hello.
Yes. Is this? I'm looking. I got a message about a Netflix something, and I was calling. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I didn't catch it all.
Okay, what message you received?
Well, there's something about a Netflix charge, I believe.
Let me just go ahead and check that for you. Can you just verify me your ID, Apple ID?
Yes. It's Rusty, Rusty, and then my last name, Trombone at me.com. Rusty Trombone is my first and last name.
All right. Let me just quickly go ahead and check that for you. And this is the first time you have received this message?
Yes. I like I said, it's news to me. I've been paying for Netflix for a while, and
All right.
I was on some monthly deal. It's supposed to be $24 or something. I think they raised it or something, maybe.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me just quickly go ahead and check that for you, sir.
Okay, great.
Rusty, is that fine? Is that fine? All right. Just stay connected.
Yes, go right ahead. Nobody keeps Rusty Trombone waiting.
All right. Rusty.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you please read out the complete message to me once?
Well, I don't have it. That's the thing. I did it when I was at home, and I wrote myself a note on a piece of paper on an envelope, and then I brought it with me here to the shop. And don't have the whole thing, but it was something about a charge for like $39 or something,
Mm-hmm.
saying that there was a Netflix charge for $39, and I don't know exactly what the hell it was.
All right. So let me just check, okay, because I can see 3 charges, all right?
Oh, Lord.
And yeah, let me just check,
Okay.
It's about $35 charges you're mentioning, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 39 or something like that. Yes.
It
I
was
may
done
have to
early
mute in a
morning today,
second.
I believe, right?
Say again?
The charges was reflected early morning today.
Yes, I think so. I think that's what it said. This is why I
Okay.
have to have the whole
Oh,
email
help
because
me
I don't
with
know
the
what he's.
last four digits of your social, Rusty.
Yes, sir. It's 5777.
Just give me a moment.
He's
And
gonna try and
on
get into
your
my bank.
Netflix account, which bank account is linked, sir?
Like the bank that I use is Bank of America.
It's Bank of America. Just give me a moment, okay? Because I need to check. I can see multiple charges, okay? Let me just check what's exactly going on.
Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, let's say this, Jim's Place. Your opening comment was something about smelling your own farts. So don't be a smartass when you ask questions. The reason I'm muted is because TikTok has AI moderation and it doesn't understand that it's the fake social. So mind your tone if you'd like to stay, please. Now, that's my kind request. Because you're already kind of on the hot
Rusty,
list.
also need to verify me your zip code, sir.
Yes, sir. It is 30374. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Can you repeat that? It's 303?
Yes, 30374.
30374.
Again, that's a real Atlanta zip code, but I don't want them to think I'm giving out personal information because
And
the AI
all the
doesn't know.
charges that I can see on the count, it is coming up from Texas and Ohio.
Texas and Ohio?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
right,
weird.
sir.
That's weird.
Maybe is there any family members of yours have an account there?
No, absolutely not. And it doesn't matter if people can read lips. Again, I'm not trying to
How
fool
many people
you.
uses
I'm trying to
your
fool the
Netflix
AI
account or
moderation.
your devices like Apple? You got an Apple phone with you?
Well, I actually don't. I'm calling you from a business phone. It's a flip phone right now. I had an iPhone, but I busted the screen on it, and it was going to cost me $200 to replace the damn thing. So I just got one of those flip phones because I work in construction, and I kept busting the screens on them. It's cost me $200 every damn time. So I finally just gave it up and got a damn flip phone. I mean, I've got my computer though. If I don't know if that, do you need me to log into my?
No, your account is being used by only you, right? There's no one else.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, there shouldn't be anybody else using it.
Because the charges are coming up from two different places, sir.
Yeah, you said Texas
One
and
is from
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. So let me just check one more thing here.
That's one of the perils of doing this
And
on
what is the
Saturday.
monthly plan that you had with
A lot of newbies.
Netflix?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What is the monthly plans that you have with
It's
Netflix?
like 24. It's like $24.99 or something like that. $25, I think. Basically, I'd have to log. I can log into the bank real quick and find out for you if you want me to.
Yeah, please, if you can do that.
Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, let me scroll down here. I don't know what day it comes out. Do you show in your records what day it comes out? That dipshit is gone.
I'm sorry. It will come up with a transaction ID. And anywhere is written as TRS or transaction.
Hello?
2 words.
Let's see. Wait a minute. There it is right there. Comes out on the most recently it came out on the 15th. I don't know if that's the same every month. I'd have to go back another month to see it. I don't know if it'll let me go back that far and see. And it's $24.99 is what it says.
$24.99. And can anywhere do you see, because there are a few transactions which is known as an scheduled transactions. Okay,
Okay.
it did not went through now. All right, it will not go now, but it will go on a specific time frame,
Okay.
because one transaction has been done early in the morning,
Okay.
at 9 o'clock, and the other one it happens yesterday itself at 8:45 p.m. in the evening.
Okay.
So both this transaction is been pre-approved, and it is a scheduled transaction.
Okay. Wait. Pre-approved. Who pre-approved it?
It is from your answer, from your registered phone number that ends
Mm,
with.
well, that's weird. That doesn't sound at all familiar. I don't know. Goodness. Okay, so what do we need to do? I just need to cancel whatever all these random charges are coming out of other states and whatnot. What do I need to
Uh-huh.
do?
All right, let me just go ahead and try to put in hold on that charges. Okay,
Okay.
and I have to notify this to a fraud protection team. All right,
Okay.
and to FTC as well, because this is an international transaction, like out of state, like you are in Atlanta,
Yeah.
Georgia, right?
Yeah.
And the charges are coming up, and you say this that you are not aware of the charges that has been coming up, correct?
That's correct.
And no one in your family member uses your any kind of account, without your parental
No,
consent.
no, no. I'm a widow or a widower. My wife passed on. She had I don't know if you heard about it. You hear about Tiger Woods having that rollover crash? Not this one
Yeah.
most recently, but the last one, the one that got his leg all mangled up. Um,
Hmm.
she was in another car and she swerved to miss. It's the most random thing you've ever heard in your life. She swerved to miss. She was down there on business and swerved to miss him, and she ended up crashing out and having some injuries. And so
Sorry to hear that, Rusty.
yeah, well, it's all right. The life insurance policy made it a lot easier to uh,
Hmm.
to manage. If I'm honest, certainly made me a lot more
Hmm.
attractive apparently to a lot of people. So I mean, it is
That's
what it
right.
is. I'm not lonely, if nothing else. I don't necessarily have love, but I certainly have companionship. People tell you money can't buy you happiness. No, but it can buy you companionship. I guarantee you that much. Don't let anybody tell you different.
That's right.
Anyhow,
That's very true. Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah.
All right. Okay, and help me with the date of birth, please, before I send the report.
Yes, mine is 12/1/62.
So 162.
Yeah.
Just give me a moment here. I'm just filing a complaint, all right? Because
Okay. Yes.
okay, I will register a complaint against this fraudulent charges.
Uh
All
huh.
right,
Uh huh.
and let me just check, what exactly can be done to stop these transactions. Okay,
Okay.
if anything
Yeah.
needs to be done, I will go ahead and update that for you. And
Yeah.
until then, do not approve or do not do any kind of transactions from any of your devices.
Okay.
All right,
Do I need to log out of the bank?
and
Is it safe?
uh, yes. Now, can you just tell me, like, before these transactions appear on your text message, what was the last available balance that you had on the account on your Bank of America?
Well, I'm looking at it right now.
Hmm.
I got a checking and a
No,
savings.
before the transaction, before this the transactions.
Well, that's
For
what I'm saying. I'm
$34.
looking at the bank right now, and I don't see those whatever them pre-approved deals or whatever. But the balance in the checking account right now is 11,427.63. Let me switch
Hmm.
over and look at the
And on this,
savings. Savings is 96,419.84.
Okay. And is there any transaction happen, after that? Any request transactions
I don't
on
see
your
it.
statement? Could you
Yeah, I
please
don't
check
see
that
any.
on your?
I don't see any pending transactions. That's normally, I think that's what you mean. That's, I don't, there ain't none in there right now.
Or maybe on your email? Could you please log into your email and check any request? Did you receive any kind of request for any kind of transactions to be approved? Could you please check that
On my phone or my
on
account?
your email?
Email. Hang
On
on
your
just a second.
email.
Yeah, let me look at my
Email.
email real quick. Hold on just a second. I guess it would have come. You said it was yesterday, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Let's see. Big beautiful women want to meet you. Keep it hard for 4 hours plus. No. Russian singles. No. Nope. I don't see anything. There's nothing like that.
Okay. So I'll quickly go ahead and file a complaint or register a case under these transactions, okay? For the few transactions.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's fine.
kindly stay connected,
Yes,
okay?
sir, I
It will
will.
take a while. Please do not mind my silence.
Okay,
Okay?
no problem at all. Take your time, sir.
Thanks.
Okay, now here's the deal. This guy's thrown off. Britt, I did get this. So the text message that came through originally, we called this yesterday. It says your Netflix subscription was auto renewed for $39 using Apple Pay. If you did not authorize this, please contact Apple Billing immediately. And it has a phone number, right? So we called the phone number, including Britt. She called the number, and while we were absolutely flooding them and shutting down the number that was included in the text, the scammer decided to maybe call somebody back and used this number that we're on right now, which is queued up and ready to go in the chat, the live chat over on the tubes right now. Now I haven't released it yet, so don't panic, because we're going to keep this guy dragging. We're going to drag this out for a little bit, but so that's what we're calling a scammer that called back from his own personal burner number or whatever that he uses to scam. Now, that was Friday when the scammers are all working. This is Saturday. He's not in the office. He's on his personal phone, probably at home or something along those lines.
Thank
And
you for staying connected, Rusty.
yes, sir. Sorry, I put you on mute because I was brushing my teeth a little bit. Sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. Okay, we would be requiring the photocopy of your valid driving license, sir, on the
Okay.
case file.
Okay.
All right, could you please click the picture and send it to me on this number?
On this same number, this 269 number.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second. I've never done that while I'm on
Yes,
the
sir.
phone. I've sent a lot of pictures with my phone, but not.
If you want me to hang up, you can do that.
No,
And
no,
then
no.
send
That's
me the
okay.
pictures.
We'll figure it out. It's all right. We'll figure it out. And tell me your name again. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is Sam here.
Sam. Okay, Sam.
Will.
I'm sorry. What did you say your last name was? Wilson?
That's right.
Oh, Sam Wilson. Okay, good. Sam Wilson, I've got really bad news for you, sir. I know that you're a scammer. And I know that the Netflix subscription text message that y'all sent out yesterday about $39 using my Apple Pay, I know that was fake. So basically what's about to happen is this phone that you're talking to me on right now, it's about to get hot because a lot of people are going to call you and send you a whole bunch of fun messages. If you have any children, it sounds like you might be calling from home or something. If you are, don't let your kids see that phone because the messages that are going to come through are going to be not safe for a family environment. Okay, just so you know. Yeah. So Sam Wilson just had his Saturday ruined. He's super mad right now. Yes. He didn't even have anything to say. Sam, let's talk, buddy. My friend. Yeah, he's already blocked my number. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to call the number that was in the original text just to see if by chance it's up. I doubt it will be, but it's worth a shot. We'll see.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is.
See what these guys do, and I know there's a lot of newbies in here, so let me explain kind of how this whole thing works. These scammers go out and they buy huge blocks of numbers. Okay. These blocks of numbers are going to be, let's say, for example, and I'm just picking random 111, 222, 3333, then 3334, 3335, 3336, and so on, right? 50 or 100 of them at a time. They usually buy them in places that have a lot of free numbers. That's why you'll see a lot of them that have 808, because that's Hawaii. There's not a lot of people in Hawaii, so there's lots of available numbers. That's why if you look at the numbers and if you that you get in these spam emails, don't call them, send them to me, let me do it. But if you just Google the area code, you'll find that a lot of times these are like this one, 818, it's California, but it's a
We're
part
sorry.
of California that doesn't, it has a lot of free numbers. A lot of times too, they'll pick something, if they're pretending to be Netflix, they're going to pick something in California because I think it's headquartered there. The 269 number, let me call it again. That's Michigan, not a densely populated state outside of Detroit, which is 313, right? So that's how they pick these numbers. Now, what they'll do is they'll send out a text message or an email. Thank you very much for the, Sarah, for the, what is that? Blooming heart. Aw. Have I even put this stupid thing up here? I haven't. Oh, maybe I did. Pin? I don't know. I just pinned whatever they put up there. So whatever it is, you don't feel obligated. It's just up there. I'm just trying to make TikTok happy. It'll stop yelling at me. The daily heart me's though, those are pretty cool. If you can do them, they're like for just 2 coins a day. You can, whatever. Thank you. The scammers will create a text or an email from a template, and the template goes out to anywhere from 10,000 people to 30, 40, 50,000 people in a day, right? They have people that steal these lists. They have people on the inside from Walmart, from Apple, from wherever, and they buy legitimate lists with legitimate phone numbers and Apple IDs and things like that. They send these messages out and say, your Apple ID has been compromised. Somebody's using it to buy whatever, right? So then you call in, they talk to you, they run the scam. They're trying to usually, now in this case, that was a road trip. He was just trying to get a picture of my ID. He wants to steal my identity and do bad things with it. A lot of times, the ones that you see me talking to them when they're saying, click on allow, hold on, you know, and all that stuff. The funny stuff that you see in my content, those guys are trying to gain access to my computer or my phone or tablet, laptop, desktop, whatever they think they're getting into. At the end of the day, they turn off that phone number, the one that was included. They just turn it off. And they'll send out another template tomorrow to the same list, but it's a different template. So that you don't, like, if you get the same template every day, you'd be like, this certainly sounds like bullshit. Thank you, Crystal, for the Viking hammer. That was my stage name, the Viking hammer. Never mind. That's not true. That wasn't what it was. Anyway, so if they rotate the scams that they send out and they constantly change them. And now on my end, I see the same template 300 times in a day. It just has a different phone number in it. They'll have the same dollar amounts, 320, 351.24. There's a lot of that. I mean, literally they use the same dollar amounts. They use the same everything's in there. So what we try to do is just make it seem like every time I talk to them that, why is that not pulling up? Make it seem as if I've never seen it before, don't know anything about it. Now, they do this on a rotation. They do it Monday to Friday. Generally speaking, it's rare that you'll get anybody on a Sunday or Saturday. The only reason we got this guy is because we were calling his private burner, not one that went out on an email. Okay. Now, let me refresh this just to make sure I don't have any more that we can. Yeah, none yet. Let's go to the Spizam. We do have some spam. All right, let's see. Y'all's email comes to me in my spam folder sometime. We blocked your account. The ones that come in and say, we've blocked your iCloud. You can't save anything. You can't download anything, da, 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 da. They have a little button that says update my payment details. And if you click on that thing, basically what it does is it takes you to a form that has you fill out your Apple ID, your password, yada, 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 banking information, all that kind of stuff. It's phishing. That's all it is. So when y'all send me the ones that have links in them, there's nothing I can do with them except report them. And I do report them as fraud. If they use like Google Forms or Google Docs or something like that on those forms, I report them. If they have a website, I report the website to the web host. In a hope that, at some point it'll get taken down. Does it really have any real fun impact? No, because they have hundreds of them, but every single one that we can shut down, the better it is. Same with the phone numbers. Let's go back here. Important confirmation about your recent invoice. That is from the 27th. It is not going to work. It has to be today. Here's another great one. Thank you for sending this, Amy F. I don't know if you're still here. It says, thank you for the follows. By the way, if anybody's new, you're learning something, you find this interesting or valuable or whatever, I promise you, you will love the weekly live streams. Those tend to be a little bit more fun, funny anyway. Click the follow button. I would greatly appreciate it. And then, of course, again, just a reminder, if you can click that little heart, obviously there's a live goal, I think, that's pinned up there or something. If you guys, if anybody feels somehow compelled to do it, please, by all means. There's a gift gallery thing too, but whatever. Okay, there we go. It's flashing at me. This one, the subject line is you, and I'm gonna spell this slowly because I don't know if this is a word I'm allowed to say on the TikTok here. PERERT. Does that make sense? Right? And I'm going to read it. It says, hi, your device was infected by my private malware. For further information, search for drive-by exploit on Google. Drive-by exploit, if you do that, it's basically talking about how malware or how it gets into your computer, whatever. That's a known search. So they know that if you search that, you're going to see what this is. My malware has granted me full access to your accounts, complete control over your device, and the ability to monitor you through your camera. Now, in theory, that is absolutely possible. But this email is not real. They do not have control of your computer. They don't have control of your phone or tablet or laptop or desktop or gaming console, TV, whatever. But they want you to think that they do. Now, hang on a second. Somebody's saying something. You're so annoying. Okay. Well, here's a simple choice. Fuck off. Bye now. You may go. He's gone. If you believe this is a joke, no, I know your password. And then they put in a password. Now, here's the thing about the password. This is a new twist, and I've only seen this a handful of times over the last couple of weeks. If you go on the dark web, you can buy lists of usernames and passwords, right? If you go to, there's a website, Have I Been Owned? And Have I Been, except instead of an O, it's a P, WNED.com. You can go and you can put in your email address and it'll tell you if it's been compromised. Okay? They know that. They also know that people are lazy and stupid for the most part, at least from a cyber standpoint, and they will not change their passwords often. So they will go and find all of the data breaches that your email or your login credentials have been compromised in. And you can buy them on the internet, right? So they find a password that you've had in the past. They bought it off a list. They send you an email to the same email account that was compromised on and send you this email. Okay. Now, I have collected all your private data and recorded footage of you, and I can't say this word, through your camera. To erase all traces, I have removed my malware, meaning if you look for it, you won't find it. If you take it to the store, you take it to the Greek Squad, or you take it to the computer store, they're not going to find it because I've removed it. it was never there to begin with. Okay. If you doubt my seriousness, it takes only a few clicks to share the video of you throwing dice um, through, no, wait, sorry. With your friends, family, contacts, social networks, the dark net, and to publish your files. You are the only one who can stop me, and I am here to help. The only way to prevent further damage is to pay exactly $800 in Bitcoin. Okay. Now, this is a reasonable offer compared to the potential consequences of disclosure. You can purchase Bitcoin from a reputable exchange such as, and it lists Binance, Byte Refill, Crypto.com, KU Coin, etc. Right, and it lists all the places you can buy Bitcoin. Okay, now if you scroll down, once purchased, you can send the Bitcoin directly to my wallet address or use a wallet application such as Atomic Wallet or Exodus Wallet to manage your transactions. My Bitcoin wallet address is, and it's this big, super long Bitcoin address. Copy and paste this address carefully as it is case sensitive. You have 3 days to complete the payment. Since I have access to this email account, I will be aware if this message has been read. Upon receipt of the payment, I will remove all traces of my malware and you can resume your normal life peacefully. I keep my promises. In the future, ensure your device has the latest security updates installed. It's fake. They sent this out to 10,000 people, hoping now if it's specific, like it has an old password that you've used, then they're done one off. But and a lot of times they'll do it to younger people, to older people, to whatever, thinking that they will trick them into BEEN, BEEN, that they've been compromised. And I mean, I've had more people than I care to count, come to me and tell me that they have, in fact, actually been compromised, and private photos and videos. I've said this a million times, guys. There is literally no judgment. I don't care how you get down. I don't care what you do in your free time or who you do it with. If you have spicy anything on your phone, get it off of your phone. Sorry. I heard it, but it was too late. Take it off of your phone. Put it on an external hard drive. They cost $30, depending on how big you get one, depending on how many files you got. Weirdo. Again, no judgment. I'm kidding. And put them there. Do not save them on your phone. If you have them in private messages on apps like Facebook, Insta, anything like that, get rid of them off of there. Save them, download them, do whatever you want to do with them. Keep them for later use or motivation, but do not keep them on your phone. Do not keep them on your laptop. Do not keep them on your whatever. And your external hard drive that you save all that stuff on, unplug it from your computer. Because if they gain access to your computer, they've got access to that device, right? Just pro tip, you don't want to get embarrassed by that sort of thing. It's bad enough you lose all your money or your Bitcoin or social media accounts and email accounts and everything else. You don't want to add insult to injury by having people seeing you do whatever you do and whatever outfit you do it on or in or with. You know what I mean? See what I said? No, I didn't. Hold on. Let me see. No, I didn't see it. It may have gotten filtered by TikTok or something. I don't know. Why are you calling me out like that? I'm not, I promise. So if you ever get these emails, please know they're fake. Now, that said, go back to the part about the passwords. Please, guys, rotate your passwords. Use one of the things that, a password generator or something like that. I know it's a pain in the ass. I know it is 100%. But trust me, pain in the ass is better than everything on your computer being stolen or exposed to the masses. Have I been owned, except instead of an O, it's a P. And that's BEEN. Somebody else asked that too. What if they're in a hidden folder that only uses your face to open? Again, I don't use facial recognition. on my phone. Y'all are going to think I'm kooky. You're going to think I'm whatever. I'm not big on biometrics. I do use fingerprint, but my fingerprints are already in the federal database for a host of reasons. One being the arrests, the other being I worked in the banking and finance industry. And when you do that, you have to get fingerprinted for the feds. So my fingerprints are already on the record somewhere anyway. Is my husband as cute as I am? No. But he has a great personality and a giant personality. That didn't get the response you were hoping, did it? I'm sorry. I don't do facial recognition. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like it. Yeah, I got arrested. I've talked about it before. I got arrested twice for the same case. The first time because someone filed a criminal complaint against me for online impersonation, which was horseshit. I built a website critical of an attorney, and because this particular attorney was a thief and a liar and a major fiend, right? And I called him out for it. And they tried to file a criminal complaint against me. It was dismissed ultimately, but because they did a grand jury, handed down an indictment, I had to go turn myself in. And the first time I didn't turn myself in. The first time I was going to turn myself in when I found out. And the day before I was scheduled to do that, they showed up at my office and took me out in handcuffs. True story. Absolute true story. I've talked about this before. It's not like some revelation or whatever. And it's not for anything really dramatic. I built a 1-page website critical of an attorney. And this attorney flipped out. Tried to sue me for defamation for $100,000. Got their ass handed to them in court. And did not get a dime. Lost all the Frank said he better stay away from you before you sue him. I would never sue Frank. I would hug him violently, aggressively. Tell him I said that. What else? And then part of the deal, because the judge had it in for me because he didn't like the fact that I went after an attorney, even though I was right. 100% right. More on that in a second. Judge said, yeah, you went after a fellow member of the bar, and I don't like that. And I had completed within 6 months, by the time I was supposed to have a review hearing for my probation. That was part of my plea deal. Because I did take a plea because I was facing 10 years in prison for building a 1-page website that did not contain any lie, any defamatory content, anything. It was because I said, I used the word I and me in quotes. Ask me about my conviction for, right? And they said it was online impersonation. So that's the big revelation that, I know there's the Redditors are like, oh, I told you he's a fucking criminal. No, dipshit. I actually got it dismissed, free and clear. I don't have a conviction of any kind, none. But 6 months later, I had to do a probation review hearing, and I had months and months and months and months and months of asking them, when is it? When is it? When is it? Emails, text messages, whatever. They told me 2 weeks after the date that I had missed it. And I'm like, I've been begging you for months to tell me when it was. Yes, change your password. You should change your password regularly anyway. So the state moved to revoke my probation. So I had to go turn myself in again. And I did. I spent the first day I was, the first time it was like 28 hours, something like that. And then I was able to bond out. The second time it was 38, 40 hours, something like that. And then I was able to bond out. I got lucky though, because the original judge was out sick the day I turned myself in. So there was a substitute judge that rubber stamped my lawyer's paperwork saying, this guy's A, innocent, B, done everything he's supposed to fulfill all of his obligations, and y'all failed to tell him the date. And as a result, we had a letter from the state legislature saying this guy's not a burden. He shouldn't be in the system, yada, yada, yada. The judge said, not in my court. But that judge wasn't there that day. They could have kept me for 21 days. And because that substitute judge was there, he rubber stamped it. I was out 38, 40 hours later. Had the original judge been there, he told me in court on the record that he would have kept me there for the full 21 days as a matter of principle. I did. I got super lucky that day. So yeah, that's my whole jail story. And then, I finished out the probation. It ended several years ago, I think. And free and clear. And yes, I can own things and I can still vote and do all the things. I have no convictions whatsoever. Never on my record. That's the only time I've ever had anything like that, which is a miracle, if I'm honest. There's a lot of times back in the day that I should have. Anyway, Judge Compton. I know. I mentioned the other day, there's a judge. I'm not going to say his name. There's a judge that I've had cases before, like civil cases before, going after telemarketers and stuff. And he's run unopposed for like 20 years. I don't like him. He lives in our neighborhood. It's not a joke. And we were joking the other night. I said, like, I feel like I should just go be a judge. And he's a small claims judge. And in Texas, where we live, you don't have to be an attorney to be a small claims judge. He's not. So, but I'm like, I'm fat and happy doing what I do. I feel like I can have a greater impact talking to millions of people a month doing what I do. I feel like it's a greater impact. Vanessa was like, yeah, but it'd be dope as shit if you actually, and I was like, I know it would be kind of cool, but imagine me as a judge. I mean, come on. You think Judge Judy's a bitch. Anyway, so what else? What was I talking about before we get off on all that thing? No, because they don't make any money. And I'm like, I've worked really hard to build up all the business stuff that I've got. And I don't want to go back to having a boss. Piss on that. Don't change your passwords on public Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's true. Public Wi-Fi does have certain elements of peril. There's a guy. If any of you are on Instagram, the first account you should follow is me. And then there's a handful of other accounts. I need to make a list of these and tell people to follow them. Ryan Montgomery is probably the world's leading ethical, or at least America's leading ethical hacker. His screen name is 0 Day, DAY. And he is not only a genius, but he is one of the coolest cats. I was fortunate enough to get to meet him at DEF CON last year and talk to him for a few minutes. But he talks about all the dangers that are on the internet, particularly for your children. He talks about Roblox and all that kind of stuff. People have been sending me text messages. Okay. That's one of them. Social catfish is another one. Make sure you're following the original. There's a bunch of them. I need to make a video of that, and I'll post it. I'll post a list of accounts that I think people should follow just for general information. Are you going to do another call? If I get a good number, have you sent me any numbers, Kristen? Oh, wait. Have you sent me any numbers? That's the best way. I've got a handful that have come in that were in my spam folder. So let me read these real quick. This one is a voicemail and it's transcribed. Hello, it's Elena from the tax review team. My name is Elena, and I'm not going to say the last name, with a resolution unit. I've been checking through some files that got flagged before 2026 IRS deadline, and yours is still showing a few unresolved past items, blah, blah, blah. If they call you about taxes that are owed, that is not a scam per se, in the sense that I'm calling scammers. They 0 Day, no space. The app is not up right now. These are tax review, tax settlement companies that want to help you work out your taxes. They collect a fee and then they fill out all the forms for you and get you straight with the IRS. It's not a scam. But if they telemarket, I'm not a big believer in anybody that uses telemarketing to build business. I don't I don't think it's a good idea. I'll never do business with anybody that telemarkets ever. I'm also way less inclined to do business with someone who doesn't have someone answer their phone. So if I get voicemail, we had a garage door guy the other day. I had 2 numbers. I called the first one, got a voicemail. Called the second one, dude answered the phone. Cool, let's go. That's who I did business with. The reason being, we've gotten lazy. We have become victims of telemarketers, and if it's important, they'll text or they'll leave me a message. No, answer the fucking phone. But the reason people don't answer phones is because all the damn telemarketers. Anyway, so these tax relief companies are not scammers. They are solicitors. That's an actionable call. The best thing about these is because 99 times out of 100, they're pre-recorded messages, and they are so you have a proof that they called. You also have proof that they called from a fake number more often than not. But they'll leave a number telling you to call and so on. Okay. People send those to me every day. Let's see, what's this one? We've blocked your account. iCloud. Same deal. It's a link they want you to click. It's a phishing link. Cloud storage, same deal. It's got a link. It says renew now. And I can't show it because it has his email in it. Invoice has been successfully processed. This is yesterday. It's a Greek squad. Let's call it. It's an 877 number, so we can try it. But I'd be willing to bet you it is. There's actually 2 numbers on it. I'll be willing to bet you they don't answer.
The number you dialed is temporarily unavailable.
Yeah, they turn them off. Can I pay anyone's rent? No, you can't. Scamming ass. Kick rocks. Those people that come in, y'all know, do not respond to the bots when they come in. Do not respond to them. Ignore them. They're looking for people to respond to them. Ignore them. Don't at them and just go, get lost, stupid head. You're a duty head. Stop it. Don't do that. Just don't say anything. Okay. Kick Legos. Let's try the other number just for giggles. It's probably not going to work either, but we'll give it a shot just for shits and grins because we're here.
The person at extension 10.
Let me refresh just to make sure there's not any more. But I like these. I like you guys sending these in because it gives me an opportunity to kind of talk about a lot of the stuff that I don't normally get to talk to. Thank you, Dental Dawn. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything over there. Did I golf it on? No, we're going to go tomorrow, or at least that's the plan. I don't know if Nessa's watching. Nessa, if you haven't set up a tea time, maybe give it a look. Hi, y'all. Just got in. I'm in the dark here. What happened? Well, first the earth cooled, and then the dinosaurs came, but they got too big and fat, died and turned to oil. Then the Arabs came, and they bought Mercedes Benzes. Oh, look, there's a sale of pennies. Name the movie. Really impressed me. Name the character. While I look at this email from somebody. What is the date on this? We'll give it a call. I don't know if there's a date on this or not, but we'll try it. I'm so excited to try and build this thing that I'm going to show the scammers.
We couldn't complete the call.
There's no date on that one, so I'm guessing it was too old anyway. Here's a text message that is still answering. All right, this is one of our appsters. All right, Matt, let's see. Let's see if Matt is correct. Appsters, generally speaking, they're pretty reliable. They know what happens.
Thank you for calling in Apple Support. This is Mary. How can I help you today?
Yes, dear. I have received a text message, and
Mhm.
it came in yesterday, and somehow I missed it, and I'm so sorry. It's not too late.
Mhm.
It says something about um, processed successfully, merchant, Apple Store online, and then it has an order ID and yesterday's date. And it says your payment has been completed successfully. This is your official electronic receipt for your Apple Store purchase. To report unauthorized activity, contact, and then it has your number. So here I am, and I don't know what's happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no problem. Yesterday you have received the message, but you are not available or you are not able to check the message properly. But we have
Yes, ma'am.
time in our hands to cancel the order.
Oh,
So could you please
wonderful.
confirm me the order ID? I have to go ahead and check the order
Yes.
details first.
Yeah, it's capital APL, and then there's a dash, and it says 839271.
APL-39839 right?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, and do you see the charge which what is the charge you got to see over there?
Um, it doesn't even have I don't believe it even has a dollar amount. So I don't even know. I wouldn't even know what to look for in my bank account.
No, madam. I'm just asking onto the text which you have received from our company. Do you see the amount over there?
No, that's what I just told you, honey. I just read you the whole message. It doesn't have a dollar amount.
Okay, there is no such dollar amount like $299, which I get to see over here onto my screen. The
Okay.
amount which
Well,
you
then
have
go
been
with
charged for is
that because
$299.
I don't have that.
No problem. So actually, you have been charged for $299 as someone have used your information
Oh,
to make a
no.
purchase under your name, and that's why you have received a text from the Apple company. So
Uh,
for this, we need to go ahead and provide you the cancellation form as someone have misused your information. Okay, we have to we just have to cancel the order as soon as possible.
yes, ma'am. Okay, how do we go
Yeah.
about doing that?
Could you please confirm me, apart from your smartphone, do you have any other device at your home?
Yes, ma'am. I have my laptop sitting right here. I was checking my emails, and that's what made me remember about this text message.
Okay. Onto your
I'm on
exactly
my
what is over
laptop
there.
computer, hun.
Yeah, what exactly you got to see over there?
On my computer? I'm in my email.
Yep. Could you please close everything out there and just come to your home screen?
Yes. All right. Now what?
Now you have to type over there. Do you see Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge over there?
Yes.
Click on it.
Okay. I'm on a Google thing right now.
Mhm.
The little
Do
Googler
you see at the
page.
very top? At the very top, do you see a long horizontal search bar over there?
Yes.
Just type in over there. Alpmix. ALPMIX. Alpmix.
Alpamix is a third-party remote access software platform.
All right.
Now what
Alpinmix.
exactly you
Okay.
got to see
I
over
see
there?
it. I'm on it. There's a
You're
man.
on Alpmix?
I'm on it. There's a man with glasses looking at a computer. Hello?
Check it over here. There is a man with glasses.
On this Alpamix deal. Yeah, there's a man with a beard and glasses. It looks like he's looking at his computer. It says the fastest and the easiest way for remote desktop support and remote desktop control is Alpamix.
Yes. Now you have to install this application onto your computer so that we will help you for the cancellation.
All right. How do I do that? Hello?
Are you shitting me right now?
We got disconnected.
Hopefully she's got another number she's going to call me on.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, ma'am. I think we got disconnected or something.
Yes, what I'm going to do, I'll just go ahead and cancel your order. You don't worry.
Well, wait a minute. How am I going to know that it's done?
We will send you a text.
Okay. Okay, you have my number?
Yes, I got your number.
Okay.
Once the cancellation is done, you're going to receive a mail or a text from our side.
Okay. All right. And how much did you say it was? $299? Hello? Oh my heavens. Ma'am?
Yes?
I don't understand why did you have me go to some website? If you could just do it on your end.
Yes, we will do it from our side. You just
Yes, you
close
said
everything.
that. My question is, why did you have me go to a website if you were just going to do it on your end anyway?
You can continue with your work.
I beg
Sorry
your
for the
pardon?
disturbance. Okay.
Say that again?
You can continue with your work. You can continue with your work.
Well, I'm
We will do it
retired.
from our side.
I was actually kind of hoping to get to talk to someone. I was rather lonely.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, madam.
No, I'm lonely.
No, you're
I want to
wasting my
talk to
time.
you.
I know you are wasting my time. That's what I'm telling
I
you.
beg your
Don't
pardon.
waste my
That's
time.
not very nice. That's not very kind at all. I'm not wasting your
That's
time.
you.
I called with a
Okay,
legitimate
you're
concern.
not. Yes, okay. I got you.
Okay, well, the other
Now you can do
opportunity
your
is
work.
I can just shut
You
down your
motherfucker,
fucking
I
phone number.
know
How about
that.
that? You want me to just
I
shut down
know
your phone
that,
number?
motherfucker.
You want me to shut down your number?
I know that you motherfucker.
Mary, watch this. She's really gonna. Oops. Mary's not gonna want to talk to anyone here in a minute. Hello? Hello? They got to be watching on YouTube. I started not to even get on YouTube today for that reason, but I didn't have a way to give out the number otherwise.
Thank you for calling Sport. This is Angelo. How can I help you?
Yes. I'm sorry. Sorry, I received a text message. Is this Apple?
Yes, sir. This is Apple to call.
All right, good. Sir, I got a text message about an Apple charge of some kind saying a payment has been completed. And I don't have any idea what in the hell this is. But
sir,
there shouldn't have been no charges or nothing.
Sir, can you help me with the order number or the invoice number?
Yeah, there's an order number at the top of it. It's capital A, capital P, capital L, 839271.
Thank you very much. Can you allow me a moment, sir?
Yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Sir, as I can check here that there has been a purchase of an Apple Watch here, okay, and it seems like there has been a transaction that has been processed already. So you sure that you have not done this?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't made any purchase like this. I don't know.
Sir, if you haven't done this, then it's clearly a mistake that happened a long time ago, sir. If not you, then somebody else on the computer must have done it.
Okay, so
Least I can do is, please, sir, I can help you in the cancellation of the service, and I can
okay.
make sure that this doesn't go. All right?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If I'm honest though, sir, I'm having a difficult time hearing you. It sounds kind of echoey. I don't know if I'm on a speaker or headphones or something, but I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Sir, can you hear me now?
It doesn't sound any different. Did you change anything?
Yes, I try to. Yes, can you hear me? Is it better?
That's a little bit better.
Okay. As I can check here
It's
that
not.
there has
He
been
just
a
came out of the
purchase of an
bathroom.
Apple Watch.
Okay, yeah, Apple
It's an
Watch.
unauthorized.
Yeah, I don't.
have it, sir.
I can't wear watches.
Yeah, if you want,
Uh,
I can help you the cancellation of the purchase, and you will get a full refund of the amount which has been emailed to you. Okay?
okay. Yeah. So what do I
I
what do I need to do?
Yes, I need you to be in front of your computer, sir, so that we can go ahead and help you in the cancellation.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. What do I need to do?
Can you be in front of your computer?
Yes, sir. I'm sitting in front of the computer right now.
Okay, hold on a moment.
These guys have terrible phones and terrible internet connections. That's why their phones always sound like crap.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's a little
Hello?
echoey. It sounds a little echoey again. Am I on speaker or something? Is that what that is?
Can you hang up the call and call me back?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. It was very garbled.
Okay, please hang up the call and call back.
Okay. All right, I'll try that. Let's try again. It's not going to be any better. He may just be trying to get rid of me.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please.
Let's try again. He may have been in the same exact spot with that other lady. I'm not sure. So here's what we're going to do. They want to play games? I'm all about it. Thank you very much, Ricky. Appreciate you. Oh, you want to play stupid games? All right. Let's play the stupid prizes game as well. He's blocked up. Oh, what's the matter? You don't want to answer the phone now? You scared? They talk big shit until the phone starts ringing all over the place. And then they're like, wait a minute. We haven't received any calls today. And then all of a sudden, we got a whole bunch of them. All right. Well, let's try from a different phone. I've got the number queued up. I just want to talk to him one more time to let him know I know what's up.
Hello.
Hey, you should probably talk to me for a second, because if you don't, I'm just going to destroy your phone. Have it your motherfucking way, homie. Let's do this. Let's get after it. I'm about to release a number over on the YouTube chat. You have to be a subscriber to participate in that chat, but just so you know. Oh, we're going to soup them here in a minute. Not to worry. I'm not going to go away.
Hello.
You should just talk to me.
Hello, motherfucker.
Yes, that's
You are
me.
motherfucker.
Did your mom tell you about us?
You are motherfucker.
Yes, I am. Yours especially.
Your mom is pregnant.
I certainly hope not. She's been dead
Hey,
for
bro.
years.
Your
She's
mom
been
is
dead.
pregnant.
She's been dead for years. Hey, Chutia. Laura.
Your
Hey.
mom is pregnant.
Is that it? That's all you got? Is that the best of your jokes? Oh, don't worry. Not to worry. Got him to laugh. I do make them laugh sometimes. Even they appreciate my sense of humor. I try.
The person you are trying to reach is
The person you are trying to reach is not able to come to the phone. What to do? Be a big brother. My mom's been dead for almost 8 years.
the person you are trying to reach is
Oh, what's the matter? Tough guy? Did you get scared? You don't want to talk on the phone no more? Is that what it is? For those, is there anybody new? Anybody's watching for the first time? There's only 1,600 people in here. That's actually, for me, that's kind of a small show. But over here on TikTok, over in the tubes, we got 168 people, 118 thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Y'all do that. Be sure to click the thumbs up for me. For those of you that are new, you about to get awesome. Do me a favor, click the follow button, and then we're going to sing for these folks a little song. This song, friends, is called Soup. Soup is an acronym. It stands for Song of Our People, and that is what we're going to sing for these little scammers. Stand by. You'll enjoy this. Let's bring all the phones. There's currently 7 phones calling them right now.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
It doesn't seem as though they'd like to answer the phone. I'm going to release this over in the tubes. It's there. If you guys would like to maybe call and ask them if they enjoy what they do for a living, you can do that. It's there. I cannot post it in TikTok. I wish I could, but I can't. So that, friends, is the Song of Our People. I sent you Bitcoin from PayPal. Oh, I thought you meant you sent me actual Bitcoin. I was like, this just hit my inbox. Here's the deal. Ryan, last initial D, you sent me one that has a link. And I can't do anything with it other than click the link and tell you what I already know, which is that it is a phishing deal. All right. Oh, this is from today, or at least it appears to be. Let's give this one a shout. See what happens. Product Bitcoin. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go. Don.
Thank you for calling PayPal. How may I help you?
Yes, sir. I don't know what in the Sam Hill's going on. I got a message here saying something about some sort of charge, $349.99. Some Bitcoin or something. Apparently I bought it with my PayPal. I don't know what in the hell's going on, but I mean, I ain't bought no Bitcoin. I've never bought Bitcoin in my life. That just stuff don't make no sense to me. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can now. Sorry, there for a second it went
Yeah.
quiet.
Yes. So, sir, like you have received some fraudulent charges upon with your name, am I right?
Well, it would seem that way, sir. Saying $349.99 for product Bitcoin via PayPal, and then it says not you, and then it has this weird cryptic way of sending the numbers, phone number over.
All right. All right, sir. So, can you just confirm me with any order ID or invoice number which is provided there?
I don't see. Oh wait, there's an order ID. There we go. Yeah, I see it. 6, and then all the letters are lowercase. It's numbers and letters. 6C 57E 5484, and then FC.
All right. And before I could help you out, can you just confirm me with your first name and the last name, sir?
Yes, sir. First name is Cleveland, 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 just like the city. And then my last name is
Okay.
STEAMER, Steamer.
All right, sir. And Mr. Cleveland, like I do believe that you have received this invoice in your email address, am I right? Or did you receive that as a text message?
No, it came as a text. But I mean, I'm sitting here with
have
my
received
computer.
it.
Do I need to log into my PayPal or something?
No, sir. Like I'm asking you, like, did you receive this invoice in
I
your text
answered
message
you.
or in your email address?
It came as a email message.
Okay. And can you just confirm me with that email address in which you have received that invoice?
Yes, sir. It's just my first and last name at Gmail.
Okay. Your first name, your last name @gmail.com. Am I
Yes.
right?
Yes. You got my name, right?
Okay.
I already gave you my name, didn't I?
All right. All right. Mr. Cleveland, just allow me a moment to check into our service and I'll get right back to you within a moment, okay?
Yes. I couldn't tell. Dawn sent this to me. I couldn't tell if that was a text that you like copied and pasted into an email or if it was an actual email. But now I look at it, I see that it's a forwarded email address. That's why I changed my deal. I can't talk about it, Jordan. All right. Let's see what he comes back with. No, he's muted right now. He can't hear me. But which does not explain why I'm whispering, but I do this a lot of times.
All right, Mr. Cleveland, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right. And Mr. Cleveland, like, do you remember when was the last time you have access to your PayPal account from your end?
Oh, it was around Valentine's Day. It was right before Valentine's Day.
I beg your pardon?
It was right before Valentine's Day, the middle of February.
Okay. Okay. And like apart from you, is there anyone else have access to your PayPal account?
No, there shouldn't be anybody has access to my PayPal
Okay.
there.
All right. But let me inform you, Mr. Cleveland, that from past week we are getting notifications that your PayPal account has been compromised from a different location.
Oh,
and
dear.
from there we have found that there were some fraudulent transactions were getting placed.
Okay.
So first of all, let me tell you about those transactions. Like there were some few suspicious transactions has been made, like there were some thousands of
What's up,
dollars
Mike?
of money was transferred to the overseas countries.
Oh, Lord. Well, that's definitely not me. I've never done that.
So let me ask you. Okay. And there were some cryptocurrencies as well as some electronic gadgets were purchased from that PayPal account.
Oh
So
Lord.
are you aware about those any of those transactions,
No,
or like did
absolutely
you
not.
purchase any kind of cryptocurrencies?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right, sir. And Mr. Cleveland, before I could help you out, can you just confirm me with your current zip code?
Yes, sir. It is
We have found out that your personal identity has been compromised, and
oh
this is a case
jeez.
of an identity theft, okay?
Oh jeez.
And
Okay.
we don't want you to face any kind of federal charges from our end, okay? So first of all, you don't need to worry about anything. We will
Okay.
safeguard every of your information which has been compromised.
Okay.
So we will report this case to the Federal Trade Commission because as it's a case of an
What?
financial fraud and identity theft, so we'll be reporting this case to the Federal Trade Commission.
Okay. Uh
And I hope you are aware about the Federal Trade Commission, sir.
yes, that sounds very serious.
Okay. So
It's another road trip. Hello?
like, did you lost any of your personal identifications, like your local state ID or your driving license?
No. No. Why?
No.
Is that attached to it somehow?
Uh, No, sir. Like, there could be some possible reason if you have lost any of your personal identity. There could be some possible reason from other people who could get your steal your identity or information and create to bad business practices on behalf of your name.
Okay. So I mean I don't understand what I'm supposed to
Yes,
do.
sir.
What do I need to do, sir?
So, I do everything okay. So first of all, we'll be reporting this case to the Federal Trade Commission,
Yes, you
okay?
said that.
And one of the officers from the Federal Trade Commission
Definitely
will be
Saturday
assigned
team.
for your case, who will be helping you out and who will be investigating on this matter. And after that, once it gets completed, the every bogus transactions or everything will be getting cancelled off from their end.
Okay. So what do I need to do, sir?
So before I transfer this case to the Federal Trade Commission under this PayPal account, we have found that there are multiple payment methods have been linked with this PayPal account, and there are nearly 7 to 8 different bank accounts which has
He's gonna
been linked
list all
with
the bank
this PayPal
accounts.
account, and
He's
from
gonna
there all
ask me
those
how many
transactions
banks I
are
bank
taking
with.
place. So can you just confirm me, Mr. Cleveland, that on this present date, are you been dealing with 7 to 8
No,
different bank
no.
accounts
I
which are
just have
currently running under your name?
I just have one bank, Bank of America.
All right.
All right, what?
That right?
All right, what?
Okay. Sir, I asked you, apart from Bank of America, you are not registered with any other bank.
No, I told you the only bank that I have. Let me say this very clearly so that
Okay.
you get it this time. I only
Okay.
have I
Okay.
only have one bank. It's Bank of America. That's my only bank. So all this other nonsense about other banks or whatever,
Okay,
it
Mr.
ain't
Cleveland,
me.
just allow
So
me a
whatever these
moment and let
charges
me
are, I
check.
need to get them canceled as soon as possible, please. Sir,
Is this specific bank is linked with this PayPal account or not? Okay.
I only have one bank. It is Bank of America. And
Sir,
yes,
I heard you. You don't need to
okay, then
report
why
it.
do you keep repeating it? I don't understand what the hell's going on. You just keep saying the same shit over and over and over
Sir,
again.
right now, try to listen to me. I told you, just allow me a moment and let me check is this Bank of America has been linked with this PayPal account
It
or not.
is
I
100%.
did not.
I just told you it is.
Sir, let me check and let me go ahead
Okay,
and
you
check
do
if
whatever
this
you need to
bank
do.
is
Go on and
linked
do
with
it.
that fraudulent
Yes, do
transactions or
that.
not.
Yes, do that. By all means, do it.
This is the third time I'm trying to say the same thing.
Yes, I'm keenly aware of how many times you have said the same thing. So just do it, Dan. See, the problem is when you get the B team, you get the Saturday guys, you get the whatever. These guys
Or Mr.
aren't.
Cleveland, I do believe that under your Bank of America, we can see there are multiple checking account and savings account, and the CD account has been linked with Bank of America. So can you just confirm me what type of account you're holding with your Bank of America?
I have a checking and a savings, but only my checking is linked to this account. I only have a checking account linked to this PayPal account, but I also have a savings at Bank of America. That's it.
Okay,
One checking, one savings. Now,
understood.
I'm doing that because he's going to repeat it 47 times.
All right. And do you remember what was the last transaction you have made from your checking account?
Yes, it was $69.72 last night at the gas station.
Okay. And what was the approximate balance you remember after your last transaction was there in your checking account?
3,420. I'm looking at my bank account right now. $3,427.63.
All right. And do you remember what was the last transaction you remember was there from your made from your savings account?
Transaction? There's not a lot of just deposits going
What
into that
was
saving
last
account.
transaction?
The last transaction
Okay.
was a deposit of
Okay. So
about $1,000.
okay. And after that, what would be the balance you remember which was present in your savings account?
$96,419.84.
All right.
He's shitting his pants right now.
All right, Mr. Cleveland, just allow me a moment and let me go ahead and submit this information to the federal authorities, okay?
Okay.
And one of the officers from the Federal Trade Commission will be getting connected with you, okay?
Okay.
So you need to make them understand about this problem that there are fictitious bank accounts has been created upon
He's
their
going
name
to
and there were
transfer
some
me to some other
cryptocurrencies were
dude
purchased
that works with
without your
him.
prior knowledge and information. So you want to cancel all those fraudulent activities, okay?
Yes. Okay, great.
So they'll make sure they'll definitely help you out and they'll investigate on this matter and they'll make sure to safeguard your identity which has been compromised. All right.
Yes.
So just be there with me and let me go ahead and let me connect you with the Federal Trade Commission.
Yes.
Okay.
I can hardly wait. Yes. Okay, now he's going to get someone on the phone. He's going to pretend like he's transferred me. And the person is going to be very authoritative. And then, yes, this is Agent Dick Swollen with, the Federal Trade Commission. My badge ID is blah, blah, blah. He'll give me a bunch of shit, right? This guy's going to tell me there's going to be money laundering and all kinds of negative, terrible things that have happened on my account. There's probably going to be the purchase of all kinds of nefarious things. Now, some of the things that they mentioned are things that are no words on TikTok. So I will mute like this. I'll mute like this. If I mute, don't panic. I'm trying to protect myself from the AI on TikTok hearing those no words about movies featuring younger people, those kind. Yes, but they say it and I have to mute. I've actually gotten in trouble multiple times on TikTok for them saying it and me not getting to the mute button fast enough. So I will preemptively mute sometimes. Don't worry. I will tell you what he says if he doesn't say the bad things. But if he says the bad things, I'll tell you that too. I'll just phrase it differently. Okay. But he's going to tell me that there's all kinds of illegal activity. They almost always mention money laundering.
Thanks for being on hold. Your line has been connected to Federal Trade Commission. This is Officer Phillips with the badge ID 84812. Who am I talking to?
Yes, sir. Sir, I don't know exactly what's happened. I have received an email from the folks over at PayPal saying that there was some sort of charge on my account. It was $349.99. So it told me saying that I bought Bitcoin, but I've never bought Bitcoin in my life. So you can imagine how confused I was. Um, I I called the number that was in the email, and the fellow on the phone told me that there was some sort of uh, weird activity or something on my account that made him want to transfer me over to your office over there at the Federal Trade Commission. So here I am. I'm a little confused, but it seems as though either my identity has been stolen or my PayPal account has been somehow stolen or something. I don't know exactly.
Okay. So basically, you're a victim of identity fraud. That's what PayPal is saying, right? And they transfer the
Yes.
call to us.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know because the number that I
Right, sir.
called is the PayPal number. Do you have a direct line or anything just in case? I don't want to. I'm taking notes, because I don't want to miss
Mhm.
anything, and I'm not. My memory's not the greatest on account I had a head injury several years ago. But
Yes, you can note down my number. If in case the line goes off, you can contact me there, okay?
yes, perfect. Okay, go ahead. What is it?
It's 313. Yes, sir.
Okay, and tell me your name
My
again,
name
sir.
is Noah Phillips. My first
Noah.
name is Noah.
Noah Phillips. All right.
And my batch number is 84812.
Got it. Okay. All right. Now, what do I need to do as far as getting this rectified? Because obviously I'm not responsible for whatever's happening, but they were talking about all kinds of bad stuff happening on my account and said there was all kinds of accounts being open with my information and so on and so forth.
Right, so first of all, let me go ahead and pull up your information in front of me. Let me check what the case is all about,
Okay. Yes.
and I'll be right back.
Okay.
First
Yes,
of all,
sir.
can you help me out with your first and last name?
Yes. First name is Cleveland, Cleveland, and then my last name is Steamer, Steamer.
Steamer Cleveland.
Uh,
And please help me out with the
Cleveland,
last four digits of your
Cleveland
social number.
Steamer. I'm sorry.
Mhm. Last four digits of your social security number.
Yes, sir. It's
Cleveland, I'll be right back to you, okay?
yes, sir. Okay. Now, what this guy's going to do is he's going to come back and he's going to tell me, "Oh my God, something very bad has happened. There's whatever." Okay. Um, he'll come up with all kinds of crazy shit. Sometimes they'll say that there's a warrant out for me, blah blah blah, that I might be in legal jeopardy, yada yada yada. Keep in mind that the underlying premise here is fear. They want me to think, A, I'm going to lose my money. That's how they get me to call. Then they tell me that my identity has been stolen and I could potentially lose all my money, which obviously I just told him I have $100,000 in the bank at Bank of America. Normally they'll send me to Bank of America, but they skipped that part. They just went straight to the Federal Trade Commission. And then he'll tell me that I might be in legal jeopardy and I have to fully cooperate and a bunch of other random stuff.
All right, so you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. So I can see that this call has been transferred to us from the PayPal team,
Yes.
and as they have sent you a bill today for some transaction, right? You received some bill today from PayPal, I believe, right?
Yes,
First of all,
$349.99 was the original deal. Yes.
Right. And when you call them today, they came to
He's
know
going to
that
do
you're
the
not the
same
one
thing.
making any
He's going to
transactions
ask me
from
for
your
a copy
PayPal
of my
account,
driver's
right?
license. Say that last part again. I'm sorry. The phone got messed up.
I'm saying when you call them today, they came to know that you're not the one making any transaction from your PayPal account,
That is correct, sir.
right? Is there anybody else who uses your PayPal account beside you?
No, sir. That other gentleman asked me the same question. Nobody. I'm actually a widower, so it's just me. These accounts used to be joint, but when my wife had her accident, the accounts were exclusively mine.
Right, sir. Now, see, when they looked in for the payment method in these accounts, like whose bank accounts are linked here, they found out that there were 6 to 7 different bank accounts linked there as a primary payment method. And when they investigated these accounts, like whose bank accounts are this, then they came to know that all the bank accounts had the same name and same social which you have. Which means right now you're dealing with more than 7 bank accounts in your name. Can I ask you why?
Well, I'm not. I'm so glad you brought it up. That other gentleman said something about that. And I said, no, sir, I have but a single bank. It is Bank of America. And I have a checking and a savings there. I don't know where these 6, 7 extra accounts came from. I mean, I don't know who on earth would open 6, 7 accounts using my information. I don't even know how they got my information. So the whole thing has got me completely thrown for a loop.
Hey, Mr. Steamer, you know that opening a bank account is not an easy task. Nobody can open up any accounts in your name without having your personalized information. And if somebody already did that, that means they have your information. And
Oh,
I mean,
geez.
a lot of information of yours, like your social security number, your photo ID, your signature. So,
Oh,
did you lost
geez.
any of your information lately?
No, he asked me that as well. No, sir, I haven't lost anything. I don't know how on earth somebody would have gotten their hands on any of my stuff. I'm very, very protective of all my information. I never give out, like I never give out my full social security number when I call the bank. I mean, I'm super protective of all my information. I say that on
Sure.
purpose. So when he asked me
And
for
is
my
there
full
anybody else
social,
from
I
your
won't give it to
family,
him.
friend, someone close to you who uses your information?
No, no, not at all. I live alone. I'm kind of out in the boonies.
Right. Um, well, could be, are you ever hacked or something?
Am I ever
Like in
what?
your computer or in your cell phone, have you ever hacked?
Have I? No, sir. I'm not worth a damn on the
Yeah, right.
computer. I can barely check my own emails.
Right. Do you use your online banking on your computer or on your cell phone?
Yes, I actually have my online banking open right now. Well, it's timed out. I'd have to log back in, but yeah,
Okay.
I do online banking.
All
I
right,
do
sir.
my what do you call it? Amazon, and of course my PayPal.
Mhm.
Pay all my bills, all that kind of stuff. It's just hard for me to get into town to do all that stuff
So do
manual
you
like.
have any idea how your identity must have got stolen,
No,
Mr. Steamer?
that's what I was saying. I don't have any idea. There's no way anybody would have. I mean, I got my wallet sitting. Wait a minute. Where the hell is my wallet? I'm sure it's around here somewhere. It must be in yonder in the bedroom or something. But yeah, no, I've not lost anything. Where the hell is my wallet?
All right, sir. So seems like this must be a case of identity theft. It must be somebody else using your identity for all these frauds. Because I just checked your past records and I can see that you are a law-abiding citizen. You
Yes,
never had any problem,
absolutely. No,
and you were never found in some type of white-collar fraud like this in the past.
no,
So that
definitely.
makes us think that why would a person like you would let such you have never
Wait a
performed
second,
any
sir.
criminal activities in your whole
Sir,
life?
sir, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know what's happened, but
Mhm.
your phone started breaking up real bad. I missed a lot of your whatever your last thing was. Say that again.
All right. Well, let's do one thing. This call is connected to us from PayPal, and even I don't want the PayPal team to hear our conversation. So I want you to do one thing. I want you to give me a call on my number.
On that number that I took down a minute ago, the 313 number.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah,
You,
gotcha.
repeat me the number once.
Yes.
Call on this. So that will be a direct line number of
You
mine.
want me to call you, or do you want to call me? Either way, it's fine.
Yes, sir. You can give me a call on this.
Okay,
number.
I'll call you right now.
All right. I'll be waiting.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to call this guy again. I'm adding a blocked keyword to try and get rid of some of those jackass goobers. Done. But I can't block it while I'm live. Let me call this guy real quick.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Yes, this is Cleveland. We were just on the. I do that on purpose.
Hello.
Yes, sir. It's me. It's Cleveland.
Yes. Yes, sir. So, Cleveland, I think that this must be a case of identity theft. As I check your past records right now, I can see that you're a law-abiding citizen. You never had any problems with your social in the past.
Correct.
And you were never found in some type of white-collar fraud like this in the past. So that's making us think like, why would a person like you will be committing these type of crimes at such a good age when you have never performed any criminal activities in your whole life?
That is
So
correct.
definitely, this is a case of identity theft. Somebody else is using your identification to create 7 different bank accounts. And let me tell you what they are doing with it. They have been laundering money using these bank accounts to narco trafficking countries. And still now, the government was thinking that you are the one doing all this because you know your identity was linked there. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to inform your state attorney general that somebody else is using your information. It's not you. So they will help you out to secure your identity. Okay.
Okay, great.
Yes. And I also have orders to suspend all the different bank accounts that are linked with your identity. So I will also tell them to put some leverage on your personal bank accounts, which are yours.
Okay.
You told me you only deal with one bank, right?
That's correct. Yes.
So from these 7 bank accounts, 1 bank are yours and rest of the 6 are bogus. And you deal with Bank of America, right?
Correct. 100%.
Okay. I can see there is 2 saving account and 1 checking account with the Bank of America that you have,
No,
right?
no, sir. It's just 1 checking and 1 savings.
So the account which belongs to you, which is only 1 saving and 1 checking. Do you remember what was the last transaction you did from your checking account?
Last transaction from my checking account was $69.72, sir. It was at the gas station. I filled at the gas station.
Okay. And after that transaction, do you remember what was the last balance you had in there, sir?
Last balance I had in there. Yes, let me I didn't write it down. Hang on, let me log in real quick because it timed me out. Let me
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Okay, it is $3,427.63, sir.
Okay. And what about your savings account? What was the last transaction from your savings account?
Last transaction from a savings account, I don't remember exactly. It was about $1,000, just a deposit, interest deposit. And the balance on that one is $96,419.84, sir.
All right. And this is the only account which belongs to you. Other than that, you don't deal with any other account, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, sir. And do you own any other kind of assets like any investments, any stocks, IRA?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do, but they're not at Bank of America. They're at a separate. They're at a Charles Schwab.
All right. And somebody handle that for you, or you do it yourself?
No, sir, I do it all myself. It's a big part of basically. Remember, I told you about my wife's accident when she passed on in. There was a big life insurance policy. Dumb luck, pure coincidence, I assure you. But it was only about 2 weeks before she had her accident and her resulting untimely departure. That I had taken out a big life insurance policy and got paid with that. So there's about it was over $900,000, but it's taken a hit over the last month or so since the war started. But it's probably 800 and, I don't know, 810,000, 820,000, something like that.
Okay. All right, sir. So let me mention all these things to the Treasury Department that this Bank of America is the only bank that you deal with, which are by your personal bank. The rest of them are bogus. Somebody else is using your information. Let me
Yes.
tell them. And let me also inform your state attorney general that it's not
Okay.
you, it's somebody else. So though they will not have any legal consequences on you, you will be on the safer side.
Okay, perfect. That'd be great. Thank
Now,
you so much. I'm so grateful for your help. It's good people like you that are actually,
no
saving
problem, sir.
the
That's my
world.
job. I'm just doing my job. I'm getting paid for that, sir. No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
It's our job.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna forward all the documents to your state attorney general, and every conversation that we are having is getting recorded for the quality and that we can serve it in your evidence that you are a victim, you're not a criminal.
Yeah, of
So
course.
now,
Yeah.
sir, let me ask you: do you have a fax machine with you? I need to attach one of your identity with the case papers.
A fax machine? No, sir. Lord,
Yep.
no. I've got email.
What kind
And
of cell phone you use? Is it a smartphone?
yes.
Do you know how to click a picture and send it as a text message?
Uh, uh, yeah. I've sent a few pictures to my uh, friends, uh,
Okay.
friend girls.
Okay, I want you
And
to do one thing. I want you to click a picture of any of your identity that have your photo on it, and I want you to send me on the 313 number, my number
Okay.
on the cheap one.
Okay.
Make
Give
sure
me.
the number is correct.
Yes. Do you want the front and the back, or do you just want the front?
Just the front that
Just
have
do
your
the
photo on it.
front. Okay.
Make sure the photo is visible, like it's not blurred. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sending you a hi from my side, so it will be easy for you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Just a moment.
Mm-hmm. Just holler at me when you send it, so I know.
Okay, I just sent you a hi from my side. Let me know if you receive it.
Yes, I see it there.
Yeah, you
HY.
can send it here, so you won't make any mistake. Once
Yeah.
you're done, let me know so I could print it out.
Okay. Yeah. Stand by here. Okay. All right. The picture is taken, and okay. Now it is sent. It should be coming in pretty much any minute. How long have you worked for
All
the
right,
federal?
let me check, sir.
How long have you worked for the Federal Trade Commission, sir?
It's been like 8 years, sir.
8 years. Okay, good. I bet you've seen some wild stuff in that 8 years, hadn't you? What's that?
That's wild.
What's that?
That's fucking wild.
You like it? Hey, you want to know a secret? There's a whole bunch
But
more. There's a whole bunch more coming to this number. You're so screwed. You're done for the day. I just wanted you to know
yes,
that.
really? Do you think so?
Yes, I do. You want me to prove it to
So
you?
take that,
Just why don't you?
take that dick in your mouth and shake it.
Okay. And
Oh
then
my
what?
god, you know how to suck a dick, motherfucker.
Yes. Well, I did a little time in prison, and that's where I learned. They
Oh
called
my
me. They
god.
called me
I
Gargosaurus
I
Rex. That was my prison name.
I think that your mother was a whore. That's why
Yes,
she teach you a lot
that
of
could be
things
true.
like
I
this.
don't know for sure, but it's
No,
very
that is
possible.
true. I know.
If
I
that
know
is
that is true.
what? How long you been stealing money for a living? Tell me the truth. 8 years. Are you getting a whole bunch of fun pictures and stuff? I bet you are, aren't you?
Send me the pictures. What are you waiting for?
I already did. I sent you a whole bunch of pictures, and I'm about to send you a
Send
whole
me
bunch
some
of
good
more.
pictures. Send
Well,
me
the
some good
good
pictures.
is good is a
Just
subjective
check.
thing.
Just check. I'm sending you a good picture.
Oh, you're sending me a good picture. Okay, good. Let's see what it is. I got the one there. I don't have any pictures from you. I don't know what's taking so long. Is it bigger than a bread box? I don't, because I'm not seeing it at all.
Oh, you're sending me from different number.
Yeah, lots of them, I bet. Oh, what's the matter? You don't want to talk anymore, Mr. Man? Okay, so that's one number. Here's the original number. Oops, we don't want that. Okay. So the number that was pinned. All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them both up there. And then I'm gonna put the first one is the main. The second one is the personal. It says text in it. So pin. Do your worst. Let's now call the main number from a different number and see if we can get them to answer. My guess is they're not going to, because they're going to be quite disturbed by the things that they're going to receive in their little inbox there. But you never know.
Your line has been connected with support. This is Steve. How may I help you?
Hey, Steve, you seen any good pictures today, bud?
What?
Have you seen any good pictures today? Or movies? Oh, what's the matter, Steve? Come on, buddy. Let's talk. I mean, you wanted to keep me on the phone for 2 hours.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing? You miss me? Makabul. Teramaki Chudi. He don't want to talk to me. Let's call him again, though. Why not? There we go. Could actually hit the send button. Funny thing about these cell phones.
The person you are trying to reach.
He's a little bit in the weeds. Oh dear. That's dreadful.
We've got plenty of other phones. We're good. Trust me.
The person you are trying to reach is
Has given up on life. Remember when I told him that he was going to be done for the day? And he was like, "No, I'm not. Duty head." Weird. He's not answering the phone anymore. Oops. Let's try this one. See if that one works. I'm going to go with no. Kenneth. Any relation?
Customer support.
Hello? Hello? I don't know what happened. He answered. That sounded like a different guy, though. That didn't sound like Steve.
Hello.
Hey. Oh, bitch. Answer the phone.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Randy Gabacha.
Yes, indeed. He just called me a bad name in Hindi, so that's what that was. Let's call again. He's mad. He's mad. If we've done nothing else today, we've angered a couple of them.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna call and see what happens. We're gonna soup them. Soup, song of our people. Here we go.
Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect.
Sorry, that was the wrong number.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone. The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone. Please hang up when you have finished, please hang up or press the pound option.
Soup. Ladies and gentlemen, that's good soup. Good soup. Isn't it? Is he big mad? Is anybody able to get through? My picture was an elderly man hanging from the ceiling by only his... Wow. How does a person figure out that talent? I am literally made of questions. Sir, I wonder... See that hook up there? You remember where the macrame thing was? You know, where we used to have the planter and the big ivy? I wonder, how does a person decide to do that? Holy cow calls on Saturday. You know what? I wanted to do it. What time is it? What time did I start? 11? How long have I been on? Hold on a minute. Let's see how long I've been on here. Oh, almost 2 hours. Yeah, we're doing good. Do me a favor. If you are new here, you've never seen this before, perhaps consider, I'm trying to do something other than that. I'm going to update this. Is there more than that in there? I'm going to update this. I don't like the way this is doing it. It's giving me this weird thing. Oh, there we go. I don't know what it's doing. This thing is so strange. I don't get into all this weird stuff because it just acts so stinking strange. I just pin what they put up there. If you've never done this, click the follow button. If you're here because you've seen this before and you're like, oh, I can't miss it. I don't normally make calls on Saturdays. Normally on Saturdays, they don't answer. These are just kind of dumb luck. We've had 1 or 2 that came in that we were able to call on. This is another one. Brandy B sent me one. It's another one of those. It's a phishing deal. It doesn't have a phone number in it. I can't do anything with it. All right, let me try this one. This is a different, it's another PayPal deal. Someone sent it to me, said it was just posted. I don't know where it was posted. I don't like calling the ones that come out of like scammer.info and some of those because they get hammered and those guys become very suspicious very quickly. But we'll try it and see because we're desperate today.
Thank you for calling PayPal. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. How you doing? I have received a weird email about me purchasing some iPhone, and they charged me $759 for this thing. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I sure as hell didn't do it.
My money already got deducted from your account.
Well, I looked in my bank account already, and I don't see it there. But that don't mean it ain't some sort of pending deal or something. So I need to figure out exactly what I need to do. There's an order number in here if you want that to look it up, or you can have my name or what.
Just help me out with the order number.
Okay, order number is P as in Peter, P as in Peter, dash 970246, sir.
Well, according to our system information, we see that you're trying to purchase an iPhone using your PayPal account.
Yeah, but see, that's just it. I don't have
Maybe
an iPhone. I've never
I can
purchased an
understand
iPhone.
your situation.
Okay.
Well, I believe somehow your account information has been compromised. Somebody else have access to your personal credentials and they are using it in a PayPal for this kind of purchase. So what you need to do in this case, you need to validate your IP. Once we validate your IP, whoever is logged in with your condition, they will be blocked permanently. And along with that, in case if any sort of money got deducted, you're liable to get it back.
Okay, perfect. What do I need to do that, sir?
Can you be in front of your computer?
Yes, sir. I'm sitting right here with it right now. I'm looking at the email that I got. Yeah. So what do I need to do?
Open Microsoft Edge.
All right. What is Microsoft Edge? Is that to get on the internet or something? I have the Google. What is that thing called? Google Chrome. It's got the one that's got the little circle. It's like red and yellow and green. It's got a blue dot in the middle.
Open it.
Okay. It's open. I'm on a brand new Googler page right now.
Do you see the search panel where you can type and search for something?
Yes.
There you need to type www. dot. Then you type start, START, start. Control, CONTROL, control. .com.
Startcontrol.com. All right. Okay. It's a kind of a blank white page with a black stripe across the top of it there. It's got most of the page is white. There's a box in the middle of it. It says Windows, and it's got a purple line up underneath it. Then it says Mac and Linux or something. Then it says 9-digit code with a circle. There's a dot in that. And then there's another one that says calling card with a circle and ain't got
Type
no dot.
the code in that
and
box.
then it says insert your 9-digit code. I don't. Is that
Type
in
the
the
code.
email? I closed the
044.
email, so I don't know.
Type the code.
Oh.
044.
It's supposed to be 9 digits.
Listen to me.
Oh.
044. 850. 882.
What was the last one?
882.
Okay. And then now there's
Click
a button
on download.
Download. All right.
Click on download.
Okay.
Now once you click on download, what do you see?
It's trying to it downloaded something called takecontrol.exe.
Double click on it.
Okay, wait a minute. It says suspicious download blocked.
Click on OK. Click on unblock it.
There's nothing to unblock it.
Then what it came up after
It
that?
says delete from history, delete suspicious file. This file isn't commonly downloaded and it is likely dangerous. Well, that was rude. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. You better answer the phone, boy.
You're gonna hate yourself.
Thank you for calling PayPal. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. I got some message, and it was in my spam folder, and I don't know exactly what's going on, but they're saying that I bought an iPhone through my PayPal account, and I don't know, and it's like $760, or it's $759 to be exact. But I don't know what this is. I've not purchased an iPhone. I've always been kind of afraid of those things because they're made in China and they're spies.
What?
Was that I'm just always concerned because they're made in China, and people's always talking about the Chinese people's trying to spy on us. So I don't have an iPhone. Well, now that was rude, prick. Hold on a minute.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
The line got disconnected.
Yes, I'm super sorry. I don't know if my big old fat cheek hit it or something. I apologize. So anyway, I don't know what's going on, but I need to find out. And if they're charging me for this, I need to get this canceled.
We need to validate your IP. Okay. So can you be in front of your computer?
I'm sorry.
Can you be in front of your computer? That's what I'm
Oh,
telling you.
my heavens, you said be in front of your computer. I thought you were asking me if I could pee in front of my computer. I was like, that's the weirdest question ever. Okay, I apologize. Yeah. What the fuck? We must have gotten disconnected again, you little prick.
Oh no. No. We are not done, my friend. No, we are not. It's only gonna get worse from here, sport. I'm gonna see who owns this website.
Thank you for calling support. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. I don't know what's going on, but I received a strange email, and it's saying that I have been charged $759 for an iPhone.
Okay, so can you please give me the order number or the invoice number which you have there?
Order number, invoice number. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's P as in Peter, and then it's 97.
Okay, it's showing in our database. This is a message which you indicate it's a purchase of an iPhone. So did you make any purchase for the iPhone?
No, that's how I know this is some kind of mistake or something. I didn't do it. Whatever it is, I just need to get it canceled and make sure that I don't get charged for it.
Okay, that I understand, sir. Actually, this is a purchase which is not made by you. This is not purchase, okay?
Okay.
So
what do
this
I
is
need
the
to
hackers
do?
who are using your account. So I
Oh,
can
no.
help you to cancel this.
Okay. So what do I need to do? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have your computer with you?
Yes, I do.
Can you be in front of a computer?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now what?
Now in the computer, you open up the Google on your computer.
All right. Okay. It's open. What do I do?
Now in the Google, you search over there www dot.
Uh-huh.
Then you start START start.
Uh-huh.
Then control CONTROL control.
Control. All right.
We're going to try and do the same
.com
thing. Get
dot
him to go to a
com.
different site.
All right. Okay.
Now what do you see?
There's some. Oh dear. There's something that says malicious code has been found on this site. I'm getting some sort of warning saying that this site has malware. I don't know what that is.
They are not going to deviate from that particular site. I'm not familiar with this particular download.
Thank you for calling PayPal. How can I help you?
Yes, we must have just gotten disconnected.
No, we're not done yet, sir.
Thank you for calling PayPal. How can I help you?
You can either talk to me or I'll destroy your phones. Your call.
Suck my dick.
Oh, well, that's delightful. Can I say it first?
Put that iPhone in your mother pussy, you motherfucker.
Oh, aren't you? He's a delightful little soul. Let's call him again. Sorry about that. My apologies for that. TikTok shop slip. Tuck his tickle. What? Not to worry, little man.
Hello.
Did you think I was kidding? This is going to go on
Hey,
for
motherfucker.
Oh, he said something after I'm muted. Are you mad because you smell that way? Is that what it is?
Your mother pussy smells.
I can neither confirm nor deny what it smells like. Let's go. Let's go again. Sport. I'm not even close to done with this dude. I am on YouTube as well. May not be on TikTok much longer. Y'all do me a favor. Tap the screen. We got 663,000 lives or likes. That's delightful.
Hello.
You want to keep going or you tell me?
Hey, motherfucker. Hey,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Hey, son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We can do this all day if you want, or you can just talk to me for a couple of minutes. Have it your motherfucking way, dude. It's your funeral. He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
Hello.
I'll give you 3 guesses who this is. Let's go again.
We're sorry. You have reached a number
that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. I told him he was done for the day. He didn't want to believe me.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you've reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
I just want to hear what that sounds like on Soup just for a second. Give me just a moment, lads and lasses. We're going to get this all set up here because that's going to make for a spectacular soup. It's all about the ingredients. Don't you agree? It's not like I didn't warn him. I told him straight up. Now, people ask all the time, it's like, this doesn't do anything. That dude ain't stealing shit from nobody now. At least not off that email. Thank you, Mist, for sending that over. That was a good one. That worked out pretty well. Oh, my heavens. Thank you so much for sending that, Patrick. One of my answers is the one who sent the picture of the fellow. Remember I told you about the fellow that this fellow hanging from the ceiling by just his boy bits? I was stupid and opened an email, and as soon as I opened the email, that's the picture. And he goes, "This is the one I sent that guy." Patrick, you are so grounded, sir. I will never get that. Facebook creator fast track. Creators accepting the program will receive guaranteed monthly pay for posting 15 Facebook Reels per month. I am very curious as to see what this looks like. We're going to look at this. I'm going to see what it looks like, see if it's a phishing deal. Continue on mobile. Yeah, I don't know. It's got a login page. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at this. That may be a scam or... Guys, if you ever get an email pretending to be... what do you call it? Facebook or TikTok, be super, super careful. Don't scan any QR codes or any of that crap. All right. This is one. This one has a couple numbers in it. It's from yesterday, though, so I don't suspect it's going to work, if I'm totally honest. Let's give it a shout, though. See what it's Geek Squad. How's the weekend? Yeah, Austin. Don't do that anymore. That annoys people. I do appreciate the effort, but just don't do that. I don't have one with a lisp. Everybody thinks Sid has a lisp. He doesn't have a lisp. He has a retainer that's ill-fitting. And it makes him talk like this. If I get somebody else on the phone, I'll see what I can do.
You're not set up to use this.
Yeah, that was from yesterday, so it wasn't going to work. And that's all the numbers I got for the moment. If anybody's got one you want to send it, you're more than welcome to. Let's see. Show the picture. No, that is not suitable for any live stream anywhere ever. What a shame we can't see it. Patrick is grounded. Knew you'd like it. I didn't. Let us be clear. Let me be clear. I did not enjoy that photo. Great. Cue the Bill Clinton shit. Everything's like, oh my God, you look like Bill Clinton. You look like a young Bill Clinton. You know, like my wife literally wrote a song where she's talking about, you know, people tell her she looks like Shania Twain, or she looks like Ashley Judd, or she looks like all these famous people, you know, whatever. I get Bill Clinton. Nobody looks like me. Nobody would want to look like me. You know what I'm saying? It's Ruck Fobocalls, Elizabeth. It's right there. There's a link in my bio that has links to all of my socials. So, like Ronald Reagan? I don't know. I've never done a Ronald Reagan impersonation. So that's it. That's all I got. What questions can I answer for anybody about what I do? Dustin Hoffman. I've had a couple of people say Roger Clemens. Had someone mention some doctor the other day that I'm like, what? He's like an older dude, you know, but I don't think he looks anything like me. I think it's because every now and again when I talk like this. Now, you know, it is very disingenuous of you to say these kinds of things about me. Yeah, we're getting close to 900,000. Do you let them take control of your computer? Yes, I do, Katie. To a certain extent, but usually when they get into my computer, when they see what I have on the screen, they get out real quick. And I've got some new things. Sean Penn, that's just the big ass nose. That's all it is. How is AI changing how scammers work? Stateside scammers are using AI to, you know, trick people that they've got their loved one using voice, sometimes even video. But that's the bulk of it. I encourage people to have a safe word. Okay. And it sounds, I don't mean that kind of a safe word. You nasties. Patrick, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking about that kind of a safe word. I'm talking about the kind of safe word where if someone calls you and says, you know, we've got your daughter, and if you don't give us $1,000 or $5,000, we're not going to let her go, and we're going to torture her and, you know, do this, that, and the other. Right. What you do is say, my daughter knows the safe word. Tell me the safe word. My safe word is pineapple juice. Whew. Watch your hands. What are you on, man? I love that video. That's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my entire life. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, oh my God, just Google my safe word is pineapple juice. It's this dude running from the cops, and he's like tweaking or something, and it is absolutely hysterical. What else? Richard. Oh yeah, Richard Gere. I hate to even say that because then people are like, you know, like the imposter syndrome part. Mama Tot did that. We went to the Cheer Choice Award, and Mama Tot stitched one of my wife's videos that had me in it, saying I thought it was Richard Gere in backstage talking. It's like, thank you, but go along if you call yourself Mr. No. Anything that sounds like their words. The Chad Smith thing I've gotten, Will Ferrell I've gotten a little bit too. Like when I wear my hat backwards. The Chad Smith thing is, I can see that. Logged in the app. Not on the app. Can I track them? Yes, to a certain extent. But it's general. And anybody that's trackable is not going to be anybody that we're going to be able to do anything with, generally speaking. Now, let me explain how the scam baiting community as a whole works. And I mean by that, someone said they sent one. I don't see it. So if you sent me a message, send it to the email. If you're talking about a scam email, send it to info@ruckfobocalls.com. The scam baiting community has lots of different personalities and characters and so on and so on and so on, right? There are people that are super high level, genius level, white hat or ethical hackers, right? Those are the guys you never see. You may hear people talk about them. You may see them in the background of a video, but they've got a mask on and, that's all they can see. Jim Browning is one of the guys that, he's kind of like one of the godfathers of this whole thing that we do. And he always covers his face. Now you can hear his voice. He's got an Irish accent. But then you got the big guys, Kit Boga, Pierogi, Trilogy Media, etc. Right? Those guys, they kind of have teams of people. Trilogy is a different because Trilogy started kind of going after predators, like the kid predators and stuff. But like Pierogi's got a team. That's Scammer Payback. He's got a team of guys, people that do his video editing, people that do the hacking, people that do the harvesting the emails and so on and so forth. Right. Very high level production. I've met him. He's super nice. I got to meet him at DEF CON as well. Super nice guy. Was very, very kind and accommodating. And we took pictures together and stuff. Those guys do more for preventing scams than anybody else, simply because of the sheer volume of followers they have. Pierogi, for example, Scammer Payback, that account has nearly 9 million subscribers. I have 110,000, right? And I'm on the bigger side, I guess. But you've got them, you've got Trilogy that I think has like 3 to 5 million somewhere. Kit Boga's in that range, so on and so forth. Those guys are huge, and they get out to a lot of people. It's incredible the volume of people that are touched by their video. And I mean that in the sense that people get to see it and go, oh, that's how that works. But what a lot of times people don't understand is they'll show, hey, we busted a scam call center. How that starts is with emails like this. Okay. And I see one came in. I'll check it in a minute. They'll get an email like this. Guys like me call them, and we play along. We collect data when they get into our computers and so on. We pass that data on to some of those background white hat ethical hackers, right? And they will use the data that we collect to try and track them, to try and get into their computers. And sometimes they're able to use data that we've collected to get into these guys' computers. So when you see the videos of, they've hacked into their webcams, or they've hacked into their closed circuit TV systems, things like that, that comes from basically the kinds of things that we're doing, not necessarily directly from me, but from someone who is doing something like what I'm doing, right? When on some of these platforms, we're able to collect user IDs and passwords for the third-party remote access software platforms that we can then give to these white hat guys, and the white hat guys log in. We share those in huge groups so that everybody can try to get into them. Now, you'll notice that people don't hack live. Hacking is illegal. I'm speaking purely in hypotheticals. Hacking is illegal. Now, who are these guys going to complain to that they got hacked? The Federal Trade Commission? No. But technically it's illegal, and it's kind of a gray area. That's why nobody does it really live. So just understand that when you see sometimes these arrests that take place, or the hacking that into these guys' computers and so on and so forth. Dan Gleeballs is another one. He's a great scam baiter, good friend. That's where this stuff is coming from, and everybody has a contribution, right? I'm one of the more forward-facing guys. I'm on camera, my face is on camera, so on. There's a lot of people that work in the background that y'all will never see or hear about, and it's specific. I was telling the story the other day when I went to DEF CON. We went out with the AnyDesk, the guy that is the rep for AnyDesk that works with Scammer Payback for the People's Call Center and so on. And it was like him and 6 or 8 hackers. And we all went out to this really nice restaurant and late at night one night and ordered big fancy Louis tray thing, right? If you don't know what Louis tray is, don't worry about it. It's big fancy liquor, right? And they do this whole big presentation thing. It's smoke and dry ice and it's crazy and whatever. And I wanted to film it, but you can't because all of these hackers, you cannot put them in videos. You cannot put them in pictures. You cannot do anything. So it's programmed on TikTok. Yes, it's the scammer payback account. There's only one. Now there's a ton of fake accounts. Pierogi's account, the actual account, is scammer payback, and it has about 900,000 followers. But be very, very, very careful. There are a lot of fake scammer payback accounts. And what those guys are trying to do is convince people that they will help them recover money, accounts, etc. And they're all they're doing is taking money from people. Okay. That's it. So you just got to be super careful. There's a lot of us that are on here in terms of like bigger scam baiters. I mean, there's maybe 10 that are on TikTok. There's only a few that that go live the way that I do. The if you're muted, it's you. I don't know why. Because a lot of what we do is kind of in a weird space on the legal spectrum, maybe. So that's why a lot of people don't do it live. You'll never see any hacking live. That just doesn't happen. So, just saw that guy was funny, huh, Donna? Let's see what else. The old lady character. You know, in terms of the names, people always ask for names and stuff, and they always suggest names. They always suggest the typical ones: Mike, Hunt, and stuff like that. Yes, I'm still on Epic. I haven't been over there. The sound didn't work very well. The calls wouldn't work very well. I've posted some content, but just not a ton. I may do some maybe tonight or something. Go over there. So then you can't use a stereotypical name. Somebody asked about, Ben Chod. You could never do that. They would know instantly. They would also recognize Mike, Hunt, and some of the other names that people suggest. I try to find some that are a little different, a little weird. Just Google pineapple is my safe word. Just Google that. And it's a really funny video. It's a guy getting arrested, basically. Yeah, Haywood. That's another one. The lady character originally it was Beverly Leslie, but then they started that was when my YouTube in particular was growing really fast. And the scammers watch my YouTube. They watch me live. So they know sometimes if they see me dial and then all of a sudden their phone rings, they're like, and then a lot of times they'll just hang up. They don't want to talk because they don't want to get caught. They don't want to get tracked. They don't want any of that. Any of that stuff. What does that say? When he speaks about his money, the quarters. Is that what you're talking about? Let this man be an example. Go to college, kids, or this will be you. Are you talking about me? Yeah, because you don't follow me. That must be you. Nate. Oh, Nate. Nate, by the way. Hey, let me show you something. Nate, I've got something for you. Because ironically, last time you came in and started talking shit, I found you. If you want to keep playing this game, and it's funny because I just happened across a screenshot. Hang on just a second. Let me show you a picture of you, Nate. You want to see a picture of yourself? Hang on. Let me get it for you. Nate's a little douche nozzle that he's a kid, very incel vibe. Hang on. I got to see if I can find it. It's a very unremarkable picture. Kind of like, oh, wait, here it is. Oh, look. Is that you, Nate? That is you, isn't it? Oh, look. That looks like a familiar picture, doesn't it? Goofy. Bye. You may go. Now that you know I know who you are, you may go off. People don't, these dumb motherfuckers never learn. I can't tell you. And by the way, there's another guy. There's two of them in particular. There's one that is absolutely obsessed. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I mean, talk about Gargalosaurus Rex. This dude is all up on D's, right? He goes into my comments all the time and he'll put the same comment every single time. And he has, I don't know how many accounts, like a dozen or more. And, every time he creates a new one, I just block it and, delete the comments and, go away, little boy. I don't know what your obsession is with me, but thanks for the gargles. And then there's another guy up in, I can't remember. It's like up in the Northeast. It's like Pennsylvania or some shit. And I'm not going to say his name, and I don't want anybody else to do it either. But he comes in and he'll say some very vile things in the comments. And he's, some of you, I'll tell that story in a minute, but he'll say some really incredibly racist things and it's horrible. And he's doing it to try and get me in trouble and whatever. He came into my live one day and started talking shit. I was like, look, dude, you think I'm a fake and this is all made up and, whatever. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give you an opportunity. I want you to tell me that I'm this and that. So he comes in, I let him in the box. First thing he does is start saying I'm fake and that I buy my followers and all that kind of shit, which is horseshit and everybody knows it. It's just, once again, Gargalosaurus Rex. He comes in and he says, you bought all your followers. And I was like, I'll give you $5,000 to prove that. He said, well, I'm not going to. I said, okay, 10,000. Well, I'm not going to. 25,000. And of course, then, he has nothing to say. So he realizes that I'm calling him on his bullshit. It's fake. And he's just trying to get attention. And he got it for a few minutes. He realizes that everybody's laughing at him. So he starts using slurs. Now he's fully obsessed. So what I'm doing, I've actually had a conversation with my agency. And we're going to start marking those accounts. And if there is habitual bad behavior, guess what? Not only is that account, but the device they use to create it will be forever removed and not allowed to do it anymore either. So, yeah. I wish I could just buy 1 million followers. If I'd have done it, it wouldn't have taken me 5 years to get there, or 4.5, or whatever it was. One of the things that myself, and I was speaking to another scam baiter the other night, just via messaging about how, like there's all these fake scammer paybacks accounts. I monitor mine regularly and people send them to me. And we have a mechanism in my agency where we can report all of the fake accounts. And eventually TikTok will take them down. If they're using our photos and things like that, my name is a registered trademark. So legally, I can go after people for doing it. Creating accounts and things like that. Now, am I going to bother? No, because the overwhelming majority of the people who ever do that, they're broke and they live in a, their house is made out of metal and has wheels usually. No offense to the people that live that way. I'm just saying these guys don't have anything for me to take. So it's a exercise in futility. So we're just going to start, just getting them completely banned altogether. So, what else? Where's Nate? He disappeared. And I mean, look, dude, hey, I've said this before, talking about the scam baiting community and stuff like that. There's people out there that do things differently than I do. There are people that do things way better than I do. The level of stuff that Pierogi and Jim Browning and even Kip Boga and some of those guys are working on, it's way over my pay grade, way smarter than me. And I'm cool with that. Make another call. Send me an email, Christopher. Right now. Do it. You got an email for me? Depends on the state whether or not you can garnish wages and tax returns, stuff like that. So, remember that Salerno guy? No. Do I work for Eric Sean's? No, Eric Sean's actually used to be a big fan of mine. He used to watch my live streams every day for probably 3 years. That's how he kind of got his start. So, and then all of my former mods are now not all. I say that I don't know if all of them are, but several of them at least are now his mods. So, and you know, and everybody at all levels, they make contributions, including Eric. I mean, he makes contributions pretty much every day or every weekday anyway. You know, then we're actually able to make the calls and stuff, and he contributes data that he collects about the scammers and stuff like that. You know, so you're never going to hear me talk bad about a scam baiter ever. You're never ever going to hear me do that. And you know, I know people say this and that and the other. It's kind of a rite of passage in a way, because I remember when I first started. You know, when I got to like 100,000, 200,000 people, everybody's like, "Oh, you just want to be pierogi," and I was like, "No." I mean, I wish I could. I wish I was that good. You know, and I wish I had that many people working for me. And I wish I had 8 million, and I wish I could make, you know, $50,000 on a post or something, you know, like he does. But he has a huge team of people he has to pay and so on and so forth. So, you know, I'm never going to speak ill of anyone, and I don't allow anyone to speak ill about anyone in my life. Don't come in, you know, if people come to my live and they go, Dale's so much better. I had somebody come in the other day. I don't know. Of course, it was an anonymous account saying, "Oh, Eric is so much better," and so on and so forth. And I'm like, then why the fuck are you here? Go watch his, right? If you don't like me, oh, we got 1 million likes. Thank you very much. Thank you for pointing that out too, Red. Appreciate you. You know, if you like somebody else, cool, just go watch him. You don't got to come over here and talk shit. And we all talk to each other. That's the thing that people don't realize. We all talk to each other. We all talk about y'all. You know, like if somebody comes in and they're a problem, if somebody comes into my live and says, you know, Bull Rexon is so much better than you, I'm just going to say, hey, then go watch Bull's stuff. He's a good friend. Yeah. I talked to him for 30 minutes or an hour last night. You know, go. I learn from him, watch him, enjoy him, gift him. You know, I'm all about it. If you want to go over and if somebody's so great, cool. I'll ask him when the last time he gifted you something was, or the last time you gifted him something was, I should say. You know, Deo's been in my house. We have video together, ridden in my car. You know, so shout out to Deo, man. And you know, King Diamond, here's the thing, man. I'm not an OG. I mean, I've been doing it for a while. Nano Bader, exceptional, super, super smart guy. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, geez. Yeah. I always liken this. I've talked about this before. I liken it to, you know, there was a time where I think it was MTV Music Video Awards or something where Eminem won something. And he went up and he had a lot of the guys, he had like Proof and a couple of guys from D12 come up on with him. And he was like, look, man, I'm only here because people came before me. You know, LL Cool J and Run DMC and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he starts naming off all these guys that came before. My attitude is I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge I didn't create this shit. You know, and it's funny because I was talking to Bull last night and it was like, you know, there's only so much shit we can do that's going to be that much different from anybody else. We all basically have the same objective. The scammers are all using the same script. That's what's funny is people come in and go, it's always the same shit every day. Because I use the same script every day. You know what I mean? Like there's only so much I can do about that. You know, I go off on, I do the improv stuff, you know, kind of where the Randy Rambler type stuff, the long stories and stuff. That's kind of what Bull does. And he's exceptional at it. Right. Deo is incredible at voices. He's got a much broader, he can do a lot of different voice. You know, like he's exceptional at all of those voices, some of which I won't do because I get called out for it. You know, the romance scammers, it's a proven thing. So that's why they don't deviate from it. But you know, I kind of look at it the same way, that I'm here because there were people before me that I learned from watching, learned from talking to, learned from having conversations in Discord, and you know, watching them live. You know, Discord's a different animal, but you know, getting to watch them do what they do on the bad guys' computers live, but it's only for scam baiters. It's not for the masses, right? You know, that's how most of us learn, you know, and I think it's necessary and important to not only, you know, reach back every now and again and help people. You know, I've told people, go follow so and so, go follow so and so, whatever. You know, that are smaller accounts or newer scam baiters or, you know, whatever. But I also pay homage to the people that came before me and taught me all the shit that I know. Right. I appreciate you, Christina. You're the bomb diggity. Thank you, AJ. And Deo's one of the best people ever. Chad does a great job. Chad is I'm actually friends with Chad as well. I don't is Jersey John, I think he follows me. I don't know if I'm actually connected to him. I may be, but I think I know who you're talking about. Skeleton Siski, another one. Yeah, I mean there's so many. It's incredible with the romance cameras. Yeah. There's a woman using your identity. Typically, you know, people say someone's using my identity. Million different ways it could have happened. The big thing is put a credit freeze with all 3 bureaus. If you don't know how to do that, just Google it, credit freeze, and they'll tell you how to do it. That's number 1. Get credit monitoring. That's it. That's really all you can do. Get a police report if you can, even if there's no actual losses or damages, because in the event that stuff ends up on your credit, you can then use that police report to go to the bureaus and go, this is the product of that, and that's not me, and they'll have to remove it by law if it is genuinely the result of that. Don't do that. Send it to the bureaus and say, oh no, that collection account for medical is not me. Don't do that because that's criminal. Post what your hours are when you're on. I'm on the same time every day, 10 a.m. Central, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. till about noon on TikTok, and 10:30 I turn on the tubes in my app. At about noon, somewhere between noon and 12:30, we go exclusively on the app for the rest of the afternoon. Gail, I saw your very, very, very lengthy comments on a couple of my videos. I deleted them because I don't want you to get hit up by a bunch of people pretending to be recovery experts, like they're going to get it back for you. Don't ever, let me say this again, don't ever put in the comments in a live stream, don't ever put in the comments on a video that you have been scammed. You are basically waving a huge flag for scammers to locate you and go, oh, no, I can help you get that back. They can't. They can't get it back. They're going to ask for upfront money and then skate. That's it. Took on a scammer the other day because of your education. Just be careful. Just be super careful. You make my work day worth waking up for. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Eminem. Not many women scam baiters. There's a few, not a ton. There are quite a few, believe it or not, there's quite a few kind of on the back end, the ethical hackers that I talked about. There's a lot of them. I mean, there's quite a few. But in terms of, you know, forward facing, no, not really. Not a ton. Education is key for you. Inform all your older folks. Yes, absolutely. Have the conversation. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, elderly neighbors, and coworkers. Make sure they understand the perils that exist on the internet, particularly those in email with the PayPal and Norton and Geek Squad and McAfee scammers and so on. Oh, I'm getting a call. Hold on a second. Let's see who this is. Hello? Hello? They didn't want to talk to me. That's a scammer calling back. Chappie, yeah. Chappie's, yeah. Chappie doesn't, not face forward though. They don't show their face. A lot of scammers don't. I mean, Bull doesn't, you know, and nobody's got their own reasons for not doing it. Some people have like, real day jobs that are, their main business. And then there's some people that just out of security, the guys that actually do the really bad stuff to the scammers, completely wiping their computers and stealing stuff from them and things like that, getting people arrested and going after the big bosses. There's danger in that. There really is, truly. Yeah, Rosie too. Irma Gersh. Yeah, Veronicki is another good one. She comes into live stream sometimes. Very good. She's on TikTok and YouTube as well. She's got a very New York kind of talk. So, I'm not ever going to be the guy who says, you only watch me. No, please watch everybody else. I'd rather you watch any other scam baiter. If I'm not on or whatever, of course, if I'm on, I want you to watch me. But, if you're going to watch anything else, stop doom scrolling, go watch something educational, learn from a scam baiter, a hacker, learn from some of these cybersecurity, info security people. I'm not on Twitch, so I don't know. I've never even been on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now, Nikki. Do I listen in on other scam baiters? Every day. Every day. Hell, I was in Trilogies yesterday. And they're like, "Hey, what's up, Ruck?" And, we all kind of try to warm welcome each other when we go into each other's live streams. Again, there's a mutual respect because we're all fighting the same fight. Yeah, Siski, yeah. I had a telemarketer call me the other day while I was asleep, technically in a scam because they have my number without authorization. Having your number is not, by itself, is not, if they call you in violation of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act or your state's state telemarketing law, yes, that would be illegal. Bunch of scammers from my phone from many years ago. Never got a scammer's call phone. Never got a call from them. Block them all the time. Here's the thing about blocking the numbers, Christina. They're going to change their number and call again tomorrow. So all you're going to do is have a big, long list of blocked numbers that may never get used again. So blocking them really doesn't do anything. Are there other organizations working against this? Against what? I mean, that's what I was just talking about. There's tons of us doing it. Cocktails with the contents? No, we don't do that anymore. That shit just got toxic as hell. It was just people coming in and talking shit and, and people like at night. I don't like going live at night. I really don't, because you can tell that the people come in and they start talking shit because they've been partaking in whatever their particular thing is. I don't like those crowds. I like the people that get to watch me while they're at work and they have to be somewhat lucid, Call you bad names? Me too. Can you infect their PC with the virus once you get into yours? Hypothetically, yes. That would fall under the hacking thing. Hacking's an ugly word. Don't understand how they get my number. Do you know? Wicked Little Sins. A couple things. Number one, it could be totally random. They pick a block of numbers, 10,000 numbers deep, and put it into a machine, and it randomly dials. That's one way. The second way is they bought a list. That's the telemarketing list. and they call. That's it. Your numbers are on, guys. Google yourself. Google your full legal name in quotes. Okay, John Jingleheimer Schmidt. Put it in quotes. Google it, and look at how much information comes up on you. Shit that you did 10 years ago is online. Trust me, including where you live, your address, your phone number, your email addresses. It's all available online. And that's just a regular Google search. God forbid. I mean, I have tools like I'm going to show this to the YouTube crowd real quick. Hang on a second. Oh, I don't have it here. I don't have it on this computer. Remind me. I'll send it to, oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I'd have to get on the other computer to do it. I have this tool that I use that's like a list of all the different ways that I can look up shit on people. Are you serious about that? My name and details, right? Yeah, absolutely. I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh, but to look people up. There's so many tools online, and then you get on the dark web, and it's like, I don't like to with the dark web. I don't like to get on there and do anything. It's just dangerous. Even like hackers and shit going on there, or ethical hackers and scam baiters and cybersecurity, info security people. It's very precarious. Even if you know what you're doing, it's very dangerous to get on because there are people on there that just for goofs will put shit on there that if you download it, it does really bad things to your system. Hang on a second. What's the craziest scam you ever took down? I mean, the scams that I do are mostly the email scams. Some of them are emails, some of them are letters, some of them are just phone calls and stuff like that. And by take down, I'm not one of those. I don't forward a lot of information to the EFCC in Nigeria or the Indian CBI. I don't jack with all that. I report them. I report websites. I report phone numbers. I report emails. I report stuff like that. But I don't get with the law enforcement because the law enforcement doesn't really do anything. 99 times out of 100. I had a woman, she lost $3,500 and she was distraught. It's a lot of money for a lot of people and for most people. And she was like, how can I get it back? And I was like, you're not. She's like, well, can I go to the Federal Trade Commission? You can. They're not going to do shit. Especially not during a government shutdown. The FBI won't touch anything. It's not over $1 million. You like the RF flag? Yeah, I've had that that was one of the first gifts that anybody ever sent me. And it really was. It was awesome. It's heavy as shit. That's why it's up there. Tracy, you sent me one. Okay, I think this is the one I'm looking at right now. You want me to call it? When is this from? This is from Thursday. That number's not going to work. They got to be from the same day. So, thank you, Josie. That's very kind of you. So, if you let them into your computer, can't they get information, or is it anything at all? Let me, because I didn't really go through the whole thing today. This computer, this is my bait computer. It is not connected. It's not even connected to the main Wi-Fi in my house. It's a totally separate system. That computer has literally nothing on it except what I want them to see. Now I'm about to put some things on there that we'll talk about once I have them all set up. Not in grave detail, but the cool thing is I'll be able to show them to you, which I can't show you what I show them now. Someone said, is Norton LifeLock worth it? Yes, I guess. But I mean, get credit monitoring. That's it. And Google, like if you go on Google, you can set alerts for anyone that ever types anything about your name. Yes, that was my dad's laptop. That's the one my dad got locked out of by scammers, and they still used to steal 20 grand from him. So yes. And people ask why I don't use a virtual machine. That's why. It's kind of my homage to my dad. Best security software that you recommend? You got to be more specific than that. They're all basically the same thing. They really are. None of them is like so far and above. I used to use Kaspersky, but then the community was like, yeah, you can't really do that anymore. And then Best Buy stopped selling it. And you can still buy it online, but they're saying it was linked to the Chinese and the Russian hackers and whatever. So what's the worst game to look out for? Depends on who you are, Lil Dale, honestly. I mean, if you're recently widowed, watch out for romance scams. Watch out for people seeking love. Can you help with text message scams? What do you mean help with? Text message scams, like, stopping them? No. Most of the text message scams are coming from overseas. A lot of them, particularly like the toll road thing that was going around for a while, those are almost entirely Chinese. The vast majority of those were traced back to China. Any website, if you're ever talking to anyone over the phone and they tell you to go to a website that ends in .top, run, that is a scam. Just bank on it. Thank you. Investing. Can you help with crypto scams? Again, y'all are asking, can you help with crypto scams? What do you mean? Help as in get your money back? No. It's crypto, it's gone. I mean, the reason they like crypto is because it's untrackable. And I mean, even if you can track it, you can technically, at a very high level, you can actually see forever where that money goes. But you can't recover it. Do they change their numbers every day? Yes. Where that website was tied to? Did you find out the start.control? I'm just not familiar with how it works. I'll go and I've never had anybody take me to that one before. It works like all of the others. You put in a PIN and then they have access to your computer and control over your computer. Some of them are very hard to get rid of. So, I don't know if that's a website that is exclusively like they own it, but it doesn't look like it because that website was created in 2003. I've already looked it up. So, yeah, from the DMV, they're just ignore them. What do I do with it? Ignore it. What do I do with the scammers that send me things in my inbox? Block them. People say, they're calling me on WhatsApp 25 times a day, want money and this and that. Delete WhatsApp. I can't. Yeah, you can. How often should I change passwords? I mean, it depends on who you ask, but I mean, frequently, once a month, ideally. You asked that question the other day, EJ. I don't understand what that's all about. Do I own a lint roller? That's a weird question, and that's why it stands out and why I remember you asking it the other day. Why? Huh? What else? What other questions can I answer for you? What did I do with the package I didn't pick up? Like a email saying that there was a package that you didn't get it. It's a scam. Oh, it's like a trend on TikTok. Okay. I mean, yes. Dad, will you show arm tats? Yeah. Which one? I've got a few. What did I do before this happened to my dad? I didn't start doing this because it happened to my dad. It happened to my dad after I had started doing this. What's my golf handicap? It's shit right now. I didn't play. I took several years off because I broke my shoulder and a bunch of other shit. The course that we play on most regularly is very difficult. So it's not reflective. People go, like I go to a tournament or something, like a tournament, they're like, what's your handicap? And I tell them and they're like, this is when I was playing all the time. My handicap got down to like 9 or 10, right? And people, and then I'd go to golf tournaments and I'd play lights out because I'm playing on a golf course that's like what do you call it? The wide open courses like St. Andrews and stuff like links courses. Like they're wide open. They get these huge fairways and stuff. Our home course has fairways that are 50 yards wide sometimes, if that. Yes, it is a real tattoo. So it's a very difficult course. People that come and they're scratch golfers, they come and try to play with us, and then they shoot a 90, and they're like, "Holy shit, man, this place is tough." How's my knee? It's good. Disney Girl, thank you for asking. It's a lot better. I mean, it really is. It was worth the money so far. Yeah, I despise that they can randomly get numbers. You're autistic individual, and I despise strangers calling me. How can I get them to stop? You can't really. The one thing that you can do is both types of phones, Android and iOS, they both have settings now where you can turn on a do not disturb, and there's like a setting that you can make it only allow people that are in my address book to get through. And then it'll actually ring. So if it says scam likely or it doesn't have a name or anything attached to it, it just goes to voicemail automatically. That's the best thing. Absolutely, Anthony. Thank you, Sharon. Blocking the numbers does nothing, Kimberly. That's what I was saying before. Blocking the numbers does nothing because they're just going to change the number and call tomorrow. Any calls today? We did a couple of calls today. There's just not a lot of, there's just not any emails today because it's Saturday. The scammers don't really work on Saturdays. Someone sent one. I don't know what the date is on this. I'll try it. There's no date. People think I'm lying sometimes, and I'm not saying this about this person, but people think I'm lying. They're like, they don't change the numbers. These numbers still work. And sometimes they will, but they'll like take the date out of it so that I can't. That's one somebody just sent me. Can you check this number for me? Thanks so much. That's a foreign number. There's nothing to check. It's a scammer. Kimberly W. I think you're over here. Yeah. It's a foreign number. You can look up the country code. That's 63. Hang on. What country code is 63? Philippines. There you go. If you're not Filipino, you don't have Filipino relatives. If you get a call from the Philippines, don't fucking answer it. Simple. That's really all you need to know about that. What else? Texas Department in charge of construction. Big scam. What do you mean? Like building roads and shit or building tollways? Called the one yesterday, but it wasn't working. Yeah, they turn them off at the end of the day. Yeah, call announce is another good feature. But the only problem with call announce is that your phone still rings. Generally. Well, it depends on what system it is, but sometimes it'll still ring. 61 is Aussie. I don't think I've ever talked to an Australian scammer. Not to say that they don't exist. I have had Australian trolls, though. I had one guy, this was funny. This dipshit was, he said something about, like, okay, can we normalize? Y'all, I'm 53. I've been through a lot of shit. I got scars all over. I got scars on my face. I got scars on my eyebrows. I've lived a lot. And I've never hidden the fact I go and I get Dysport. It's like Botox, but it's not Botox. And I do it only in my forehead. They've done a little around my eyes, but like no fillers, none of that shit. I'm not hating on anybody that does whatever they want to do. Do what you want to do. Get you a big old fake rack. I don't care. Get you a chin implant or a nose job or whatever you want to do. I don't care. Right? I'm not hating on people for that. And people think they're like, oh, the Botox is working great, champ. And I was like, thanks. I'm like, bitch, I don't. Are you? Is that the best you could come up with, dude? I got all this trauma, and that's the best thing you could come up with. And he was from Australia, and he was from Gold Coast or something. I don't remember exactly where, but his dumbass had his business truck. It was like a pool business or something in his profile picture, complete with a phone number, which allowed me to look up the business, which has a lot of Google ratings, and had a contact us form. They may or may not have been contacted a whole lot with a lot of comments about this particular person and all the things he did when no one was watching on the weekends whilst wearing his high heels and dress. That's all I'm saying. The world's an imperfect place. Screws fall out all the time, sir. Anyway, okay, somebody sent me another one. Check this number, please. They called me 20 times and switched to *67 and called me another 14 times. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is Google that number. So bear with me just a moment. Let me do this. I'm going to Google the number. Yeah, it's definitely a burner phone, probably spoofed. Could you call that number back, TJ? I don't want to say who you are, but if I can't find it in a pretty quick Google search, you're not going to be able to find it. Generally speaking, you can just Google the number. So say the number is 111-222-3333. All you have to do is put a quote 111-222-3333 quote search. If it's attached to anything real, it'll show up pretty quick. Let's see. I get 50 scammer calls a day. He's not lying when he says blocking does nothing. Yeah. What else? Did I miss anything? No one has any spam emails because the scammers don't send them. That's why, Amy. They don't send them on the weekend. Yeah, exactly. It is your BFF. You can do a lot with it. Does your kit work for loan calls? Yes. I have to update the kit to remove language about the forum. I closed my members forum. There's a lot of reasons for that. Most of them I kept getting dragged into lawsuits that I don't want to be a part of, meaning people that were in there would go after someone, and then I would end up getting subpoenaed for all of their records that they have access to. I'm like, why don't you go to them? They have access for it. And it was costing me a shit ton of legal fees. So I was just like, I'm going to close it down. Then I'm going to post all the shit for free. So while the telemarketers are like, ha ha, he's closing it down. Yeah, no, dumb shit. I just made it available on the interwebs for you. 5 times and I'm holding strong. Right on, Dental Don. You guys who called me website where people rate. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those here. The problem is the numbers are spoofed that you can't call back, so it doesn't really matter. Number that called me was a telemarketer. I can't figure out on Google. I'm not smart. Yeah. Hi from another Brit. The kit, here's the deal. I'm going to redo the kit eventually, but we've got to get the legislation updated. And I'm talking to my stateside folks, the U.S. people. The kit is based on U.S. federal law, based on a law that was written into law, signed into law in 1991 called the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, signed into law by George Herbert Walker Bush, Bush the First, as many call him. It basically says that they can't call you without express prior written consent if they use a auto dialer or pre-recorded message of any kind, and so on and so on and so on. Right. Also, if you're on the National Do Not Call Registry, that's a separate violation, and you can make anywhere from $0 to $3,000 per call, $500 to $3,000 per call under the federal law. State law, it varies. It can be $5,000, $10,000 depending on the situation. Texas, for example, has a state law that is $5,000. If you go to my Facebook page, the.compton on Facebook, you'll find that there's a cover photo there. It's me. I think it's on that. I think it's still on that page where I testified before the Texas Senate Business and Commerce Committee. Let me see if it's on there still. I can't recall. Hold on, let me look it. Yeah, there it is. See cover photo. That's me testifying before the Business and Commerce Committee at the Texas Senate, right there. So I mean, like when I tell you I'm down for this fight, I'm down for this fight. But the problem is, current situation, we can't keep our fucking government open right now, right? TSA is a shit show. Everybody's arguing. It's all partisan and it's bullshit. Hey, you want to fix these government shutdowns? Number one, if there are people not getting paid like TSA, Congress doesn't get paid. You also have a suspension of all your benefits and retirement. 100%. You can't get paid if there's any manner of government shutdown. We were, Melissa. You're just, I don't know if you're checking in and out or whatever, but we're not going to be able to do anything until we get a change in Congress to something that's functional. And I think it's bullshit. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care if you like pineapple and pizza. But I think it's bullshit. Politicians continue to make $180,000 a year while the TSA agents who are making 15 or 20 bucks an hour, whatever it is, are going a month and a half with no pay. It's bullshit. Congress, if the government shuts down, Congress stops getting paid. That's a much bigger amount of money than not paying. Good boy. It's a much bigger amount of money than not paying TSA agents. Stop paying Congress. Stop paying the president. You want the president to do any president. I'm just talking about the current. I'm not just talking about the current. No one, Congress or above, gets paid. Watch how quick they fix that shit. Right? Why is regardless of what state you're in and how piss poor it performs, why do you still make $180,000 a year as a senator? Fuck that. If you are in Kentucky where it's a shit show, they fully depend on the federal government to just make them pay their bills. Why does Rand Paul get paid the same thing as Gavin Newsom or Governor Abbott here in Texas, who are putting more money into the system? Why is it not merit-based? Why is a congressional salary fixed? You can go in and completely shit the bed on that. Thank you very much, Crystal. That was very kind of you, the meteor shower. Why are you allowed, if your state or your congressional district does not get better by any number of fixed matrices, you're not allowed to run for a second term. If you fail, you leave, or 2 terms or whatever it is. Put term limits on it. Everybody likes term limits, right? The fraud pisses you off. What fraud, Selena? I'm curious. Yeah, it's a great system, Brian's. You're absolutely right. It's great system where they get to vote themselves raises every couple of years. You understand, Selena, that the lady that was the ringleader of that whole Somalian fraud deal, and it was real. You understand that was a white lady, right? Like not from Somalia. I don't know if you knew that. Just so everybody's Omar. What about Ilhan Omar? I can tell that you read a lot of things online. That's like probably where you get most of your news and information. Probably not from the most trusted sources, Selena. And I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I would encourage you to actually do some due diligence. 90 billion. What is 90 billion? You just randomly throwing shit out there. What is 90 billion? Thank you for that necklace. Gold medal. Thank you, Crystal. What is 90 billion? And this is not a partisan discussion. I mean, Congress is corrupt as fuck. Period. Thank you, Kate. This is the only time I really get to kind of engage with people, so all I got is scammer spoof your local country's number, yeah. Local area code too. I don't know how they get a full pension for so little work. Yeah. I mean, by the way, the government shut down and they're about to go. Thank you, Dippy Vicker. And who sent that thing? What was that? Festival bracelet. Thank you, Jennifer. The why do they get lifetime benefits? Nobody else gets that shit. Insider trading, 100%. You're not allowed, period. Congress, and I've talked about this before. Congress, you're not allowed to trade individual stocks, period. End of story. You have to move any individual. You want to run for Congress. Any individual, the minute you file your intent to run for office at that level, where you have the capacity to have information or whatever, you must immediately sell off any individual equities that you own. Period. You can have mutual funds. You can have annuities that are based on mutual funds, but you cannot have individual stocks. Period. And family members too. Yeah. And I think that family members should be disclosed. I think their account should be monitored so that they don't do that. We don't do cocktails, no. President's supposed to sell the business? They are. They're supposed to be completely divested, And I mean, I'm not trying to turn this into a political discussion or whatever. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. And a lot of the flaws in our government are being exposed right now. A lot of the Constitution is the most perfect thing ever. It's being proven that it's not right now. Interestingly, that Selena, are you still here? Oh yeah, there you are. We're there. Paychecks were handed to Somalian adults. What paychecks? Again, you're just kind of spouting off like kind of random shit. I mean, hold on. Show me a picture of the lady at the head of the fraud in Minnesota. I don't know if that'll pull it up. Yeah, a woman convicted as key player in Minnesota fraud. Images. I mean, for the record, I don't want that. Let me just pull up the image. That's the lady in charge of the Minnesota fraud right there. Okay, so all that, I've not been to Somalia, but I've known some Somalians. That chick ain't Somalian. Christina, wrong live stream, sweetheart. You are definitely the wrong live stream to come in here and try and steal from people. Goober. Fuck out. So I mean, and that's Googleable. You can look it up. Maybe she's half. Maybe she's mixed. Yeah, I don't think so. No, she's not. And here's the other thing: there was fraud, and it was being acted upon by the Minnesota government. They'd already been arresting people and shit, so it wasn't like it was going unchecked, like at the federal level right now, right? So, lottery. If I got the job, nobody, my family and friends could play the lottery as long as I worked there. Yeah, I believe that. Brian Spot. That makes sense. What about the Bitcoin? What about it? Is she the only one that got the money? I don't honestly. I don't know that much. But I mean, it's like everybody's like, remember, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. It was, it was the Haitians last time. Now it's the Somalians. I mean, I'm just saying. Carter got rid of his peanut farm. Jimmy Carter was a fucking legend, man. DJ, thank you. Made millions on a federal salary. Casey, once again, this is one of those things that I really encourage people. Please don't just repeat things that you read in a meme. Okay. What is Ilhan Omar's net worth? Between 6 million and 30 million. But source high valuation almost entirely derived from her husband, specifically his ownership stakes in a venture capital firm. Anybody knows anybody that works in venture cap? Okay, VC guys are filthy rich. It's not her that has that net worth. Shoot again. Okay, what about AOC? What is AOC's net worth? It's less than $1 million. Yeah, 49,000 to 200,000. But I saw a meme on Facebook. That's how we ended up in this situation. Because a lot of people are reading memes on fucking Facebook instead of actually, doing even a modicum of legitimate intelligent resource. So, yeah, GULLIBLE. And again, I'm not speaking ill of one party or the other. I'm talking about Congress is corrupt. From Congress up, I think it's corrupt. I think it's many states at, lieutenant governor, it's corrupt. Look at her husband's contracts. They're all federal. That's THEY apostrophe RE. That could be, but were they there before she was in office? I mean, that'd be something I'd have to look up, honestly, but I'm willing to do that. But I'm not going to argue about it over, online because, a lot of times people are automatically saying she made millions of dollars on a, senator's salary. No, that's not at all what happened. Illinois is definitely corrupt. You mean since the mob took it over in the 20s? Yeah, has been. Talk about corrupt in Florida. Florida's got it's got a unique set of problems because of the international nature of that state. Yeah, Ilhan Omar's husband is fabulously wealthy and has been for a long time, long before she was in Congress. Absolutely. Donald Don. What actions the government approved could be taken to stop the phone and email scammers? They could hold the telecoms responsible. Period. If you have more than 1 million telemarketing calls come through your carrier, you get fined 100 for every 1 million calls that come through. You get fined $1 million. They would stop overnight. Oops. What did I say? To another state with live flight and ICU for a week. I don't know what that means. California's one of the worst. Everybody says that because that's what they heard on the news. California contributes. California by itself like if you compared it to the nations of the world, I don't remember the exact number, but it's like one of the top 10 economies in the world, like compared to countries, and it's a state. Um, no state gives more money to the federal government as a net positive than California. Meanwhile, go to Kentucky, go to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. They are all very much in the red, meaning negative fourth. Okay, there you go. They suck on that government teat as a state and have for decades. It depends on who you talk to, Tish. Who you talk to, where you live, etc. Security let my son cross the border without a passport. Where? I don't know what that in California. I can't speak to that. That's anecdotal. California is losing lots of residents. They say that all the time. People are like, oh, people are flocking to Texas. A lot of people are leaving Texas too. It just depends. Texas is a great business state. We don't have an income tax. We don't have a state income tax. There's a lot of incentives to bring business to Texas. But we're middle of the road at best for education. We are in the bottom half for individual opportunity. We are in the bottom half for health insurance. We are in the bottom half for any number of really critical stuff. But if you are a business owner that wants to pay your people less, yes, it's a great place. You want to pay $7.25 an hour for minimum wage? Could you live off $7.25 an hour? Not in Texas, you can't. So. Yeah. Kentucky's a Commonwealth, though. I don't know what difference that makes. All the California people come to Tennessee. Everybody says that. All the California people coming here. California is still the most densely populated state. It's got the most people. No state income tax in Texas. No. Now we get. Now here's another thing. Here's another bullet point, talking point that people talk about. Texas is so cheap. It's so much cheaper than California. Bullshit. That's not fucking true. They go, well, there's no state income tax. No, but our property taxes are the highest in the country. Our sales taxes are among the highest in the country. Liquor taxes, highest in the country. Taxes on things like, I don't want to say it. Highest in the country. And it's not legal. It is for some of the Delta stuff and some of that stuff, but there's so many things. Pound for pound, if you make less than $400,000 a year, Texas is infinitely more expensive than California. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Now, people say, yeah, the gas is $7 up there. Yeah. There's charging stations everywhere. Buy a gas car, buy a Tesla, right? You don't have to drive, take public transportation. They've got a much better public transportation system than we do. Texas has shit public transportation. It's horrible. Texas's sales tax, I believe, is 8.25%. You can't buy cars on Sunday. You can't buy motorcycles on Sunday. You can't buy recreational vehicles on Sunday. You cannot buy booze on Sunday. Now, you can buy beer and wine, but you can't buy liquor. Dart's kind of, yeah, because Jesus, that's why. They have what we call the blue law. And the blue law basically says that you can only purchase certain things on 6 days a week. They kind of said Sunday would be a good day for everybody to be off. Also, too, women's rights in Texas are shit. Access to medical, and again, I don't care what your position is on that. I'm just saying a lot of people consider that when, I mean, I know a lot of people that have moved from Texas specifically for that reason. What about the bars? Bars typically cannot, it depends, excuse me, that changes from county to county. Some bars you can go in and do whatever you want. A lot of places will say you cannot have, it may be a state law that you cannot just go in before, like, I think it's like 11 a.m. You cannot go in and purchase a booze beverage unless you have food also. After noon, you can get whatever you want. So there's a bunch of different stuff. It changes depending on where you are. Yeah, I absolutely, unfiltered. Could not agree more. We're in Texas. DFW. Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah, minimum wage, California's got a $15 minimum wage. Yeah, but it's so expensive. Well, I mean, if you go to the coast, go to Miami and try to buy a place. It's expensive as shit there. Go to Vegas, try to buy a house close to the strip. It's expensive as shit there. Of course it is. It's a very market driven, it's a desirable place. My neighborhood is a very desirable neighborhood in our city. You know, I mean, it's market driven. You go to South Dakota. Well, shit's real cheap in South Dakota. Yeah, you ever been to South Dakota in the fucking winter? Nah, bro, I'm moving to South Dakota. But you can get you a nice place up there for nothing. I mean, in Anchored, there are pluses and minuses in every single state. 100%. I'm in Texas, Selena. Just said it. Almost all of Florida is a tourist attraction. Property tax is ridiculous. We're, not far from our house. They're building Disney. It should be open, I think, if not late this year, early next year. A bunch of other stuff. PGA course headquarters is close to us, and it makes everything super expensive. Traffic is a bitch. So I'm about to get off of here. I do really need to go. I need to go spend some time with the missus and stuff. She's going to be live tonight doing her thing. I don't know if you're watching, maybe if you are, say something. I'll send some people. Disney thing has been real for a long time. People have been talking about putting Disney in North Texas since I was a little child. Like, that was rumored for a long, long time. And then it happened. Thank you, Kate. You're too kind. You've always been very, very kind. Thank you. What does she do? She sings. You work for Disney once? Yeah, it's like Universal Studios or something, I guess. DeSantis cut their tax exemption. Yeah. I mean, Texas does that too. Texas, that's how they got Elon Musk to bring Tesla here. Same way. There's a lot of tech companies here because they get a lot of breaks. How's my knee? It's good. It's feeling much better. Thank you, Tanya. And straight tomorrow. Thank you, Terry. I'm going to try. Oh, she commented? Did she? I didn't. Oh, hi. Let me pin you. Y'all, this is my wife. If you've never, here she is up there. I pinned her up there at the top. That's my wife. She sings. I'll let her do her elevator speech, but she sings. She's in a campaign right now. She'll be singing a bunch of cool stuff tonight. I believe she goes from like 7 to 9 Central Time. Put a casino in Texas. Ginger Crawford, girl. Ask my wife how many times I've said what they need to do is take the Trinity River, dam it, like build a dam, let it fill up, put riverboats on that son of a bitch, and have gambling in Dallas. Better show support. Of course, I always do. It's very expensive, but I think 14 something an hour minimum. Yep, it is. Doesn't want to retire. to the beach. We do want to retire to the beach. She's not on the tubes. She's over on TikTok. The Vanessa content. Who got booted? I didn't see that. Yeah. Skiers watching channels like yours live during their workday. Seems like they would always have pulled up. Oh, they do watch Thunder. Absolutely, they do. Cheers, Christina. Good to see you, darling. Oh, Malibu. Okay, yeah. Oh, absolutely. We want to retire Malibu. I put that out 20 years ago that I wanted to retire Malibu. I have the house that I wanted. I have pictures of it. I don't know if it's still there. Is this a form of phishing scams? What do you mean? Is what a form of phishing scam? I'm just saying they're putting a Disney park in North Texas. Had far from Denison? I went to Austin College in Sherman. Phone call. Huh?